Welcome back to the Primal Scream. I'm Matt.
And I am Todd.
I almost forgot how to do the intro.
It's so funny every time because we're getting out of practice. That's part of our problem.
Yeah, and
so.
we I went somewhere today.
I traveled in an automobile this afternoon. I went to a place where you can submerge yourself in water. It's called the pool. What the fuck are you talking about?
I went somewhere today, and it reminded me how much I want to have guests on, like, almost a daily basis. I mean, I just want to, like, knock out. I would love just to knock out, like, a half-hour interview daily. I would almost like to do that. I'll scale it back a little bit. Maybe go, like, 3 times a week. Because I love meeting people.
Me too.
I have fucking questions for people. I want to make my life better. I want to get other people's point of views. Yeah. I feel there's other things that we're doing.
So it's bad that I just want to be here and drink beer.
Yeah, you should get a lot more out of it than
I
just
should
that.
get a lot more out
but
of it.
if that's what you're getting out of it,
I'm just kidding.
At least it's something positive.
At least it's intoxication.
I got a sliver in my penis. It's about that comfortable. That's what I get from being here.
All right, so let people know what's happening. This poor guy's just sitting here staring at us.
Zach's here today.
Hey,
with is it? Let me see. It's
A to Z.
A to Z Toys Collectables, right?
yeah, A to Z Toys and Collectables, but the "and" was taken on the Facebook page, so that's ours. Yeah, super original.
And where are you located at?
Oh, we're located 1203 3rd Street Southeast.
So if you go to the Nubo Ale House,
Yep,
and you go to the second floor, which the entrance to that is on the east side of the building,
correct.
right
And
next
we
to
only
that
know we only
sushi.
know that because
That was our old
Zach
space.
was in our old space.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for this space and for the wall you left behind. That was.
Is the wall coming in handy?
I like it. That's
You like the wall?
All the GI Joes are hanging on it just fine. They seem to like it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe's on the wall.
Yeah,
GI
GI Joes and then Willow toys up top. And,
I remember staining that. I never thought there would be a G.I. Joe's hanging from it.
yeah, we're just gonna like take axes to it if we have to get it out of there.
It's so heavy. You might as
You
I don't know how you guys did
probably
it.
just call us,
Yeah,
and we'll help you take it out.
We'll call you.
Oh
it
my
was
God.
one of the hardest things I've done in a very long time.
Terribly heavy.
Yeah, it was one of the heaviest things I've lifted up those
And
stairs.
to go up 2 floors.
in those corners. We were like trying to navigate, and we're not small people, and it fucking killed us.
Well, you're fat.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll
Zach?
be able to handle it. I'll just see like my feet twitching under the bottom of this monster that you guys brought up there. But I really like it, and like the shelving comes in handy. And you haven't been to the shop yet, I don't think.
I have not
yeah.
seen it since we moved out.
no,
Yeah,
and just talking, we
gotta
haven't
stop in.
seen Chuck's space either since he's done more record store stuff to it. So
Well, he got all the records out. I helped him move like 38 totes of records up those damn stairs. And then I went in the other day and they were all gone. I was like, what the hell, Chuck? Like come on.
he's
Come
like, I
on,
just
man.
want to give you a workout.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
okay,
no
Zach.
kidding.
Don't worry
And
about
I
it.
just helped him out of the bottom of my heart because, like, I used to DJ for 10 years. So it was like I used to lug that stuff around all over. I was like, I know how much this sucks. I'll help you out. And then I'm like, where the hell are they, man? Why did I even bother? He's like, I took it back to my garage. I was like, what? Come on. Awesome.
Oh, Charles,
Yeah.
we love you.
Everything's about trial and error.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
I'm going to try it out. It sounded good in my head.
Yeah.
It really looked good. It sounded funny. One of those things, but in reality, not so
Yeah,
much.
it was 3,000 LPs in that tiny little space. And I was like, how are you going to arrange these? He's like, I'll figure it out. I was like, so he's just having people come up and like dig through tubs of records.
Oh, so is he thinking about getting a bigger space? Is that part of his
He
plan
wants
now?
to do like a record store. And,
Okay.
you know, we've been kind of talking back and forth about, heck, you know, I love Chuck to death. He's great.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And it's like, let's sell toys and records and leather. And
There
just
you
be a
go.
leather toy shop. We get questions from people from Parlor City, like, what the fuck is going on up there? A to Z Toys and
Dude.
Rise Above Leathers. Like, what
What
the
is
hell
that?
is
you
this?
guys have some signage in your windows
Yeah, yeah.
at night that we wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never got down to
Just didn't
that.
happen.
But you know what? I think the idea of having a record store in Cedar Rapids, we don't have anything. There's no record stores here.
No, we had,
Right?
What was it? We had a record store like 20 years ago over where Best Buy is now.
Well, there was the CD exchange.
Yeah, there was that.
That
place.
was the
That
place you
was
go.
Squirrely.
Yeah, it was sketchy, but
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, I know that if you go to Half Price Books, you can still get LPs there.
Yeah.
But it's like Lionel Richie and Dolly
Hey,
Parton
man, Lionel
and stuff
Richie,
like that. You know,
smoothest man alive.
oh, I have them all. So I mean,
what's wrong with you?
no, it's like there's not
Judgy
that many
McJudge
things.
a lot?
I like Lionel Richie and I have his
Yeah.
albums. I'm just saying that
So
they have a
smooth.
lot of things there that you would already have.
Right.
There's nothing
right,
new and
correct.
exciting to kind of go through and dig through and find. Oh, I found a gem. It's not going to happen at
Burt
half price.
Bacharach's still sealed. Oh yeah, this is coming home with me. I don't know why.
Just because it's still sealed.
Yeah, just because it's still
Just
sealed.
I
screw
gotta
it.
have it.
Yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
have it.
Burt Bacharach.
Yeah.
All I can think of is Austin Powers.
Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some Robert Goulet records.
No, you're taking me way back. Buddy. Wow.
What was the thing? He would just Goulet.
Oh, Will
Goulet.
Ferrell.
Will Ferrell, like,
Right.
like with a goat. You and me staring contest. You win. You're magnificent. Like just, yeah. But he did a spot on Robert Goulet. Like it was pretty good.
I watched him in a movie last night where he coached a soccer team.
Oh,
Will
I haven't
Ferrell?
seen that one.
Oh, yeah.
And his wife was the lady that's from ER from way back in the day, the redhead gal. I forget her name because they always put like this frumpy guy, Will Ferrell,
Yeah.
with this hot woman.
Yeah.
And so it's like I was like, well, that doesn't make any
Oh,
sense.
like the other guys? were
Was
these-
Marky Mark in it?
No, that's a really new movie, and that's Daddy the Stepdad or
Well, there's that, but then they did the other guys, which was absolutely phenomenal when they're
Oh.
both cops.
Yes.
he's in that Prius,
And,
and he's like, I feel like I'm driving in a vagina.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
like,
like,
that's
did you-
the best line I've ever heard.
Did you just shout America before you gunned it? No. Like,
I will climb over that wall of anger with you. I promise I will.
yeah, and then
I
like
love
Eva
that.
Longoria is like his wife, and he's like, "Sorry about this old bag," and he's like always telling her to shut up. And
Yeah, that was
yeah.
the craziest movie. But I think that's where they both they became really good friends, and so they
Yeah.
do shit all together all the time. It's like, hilarious.
no, they're great. Yeah,
I can't really imagine two completely different types of personalities. I really wouldn't have put those two together if you were to ask me
Ever.
that years ago.
Except for Mark Wahlberg has always wanted to do more things than just these dramatic, shooter and
you
all
mean
these-
underwear commercials, Calvin
Yeah.
Klein underwear commercials in Times
he,
Square?
He, wanted to be part of comedy. It's like
Well, what happened first? Ted
that movie.
with the bear.
right.
Did that happen before all the other silly?
oh no, I
spooky
think
little-
that cop movie was
I think
first.
the other guys came out first,
Yeah.
and I just loved. There was that brief bit with The Rock and Sam Jackson.
Right.
Where-
Super ultra
You have
alpha
the right
males.
to remain silent. I was just like flying through the air, shooting guns. It's like you did $10 million in property damage to like catch people that stole $200 worth of merchandise. Like,
Oh
Whatever.
god, that was so good. I have to
Yeah.
watch that again because it's just
I
there's
feel
so many
like watching it right now.
one-liners in that movie are just the best.
yeah, that was a great one. I haven't seen the other one where it was like
He's
they
a
were both
stepdad.
dads and stepdads.
Well,
playing
Will
each other.
Ferrell is fantastic in that because these two little kids are becoming his children.
Right.
And the one kid, she's like, so I want you to go. Can you come with me to the father-daughter dance? And he goes, hold on a second. He's trying to hold himself together. And she's like, come on, Jim, don't cry like a little bitch. You told me you weren't going to do it. It's like, I'm trying to do it. I'm trying. So they always really funny Will Ferrell moments in that movie. That
Yeah.
are great.
Well, I think he is very similar in almost all of his movies.
Oh, yeah.
when
He's
he's
basically
silly.
the same character.
But the
yeah.
shock factor, you got to have shock factor. So what's the shock factor anymore with Will Ferrell? You got to have a little girl saying, "Come on, don't be a bitch."
Yeah.
Oh, true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I expect it from Will Ferrell. I expect that silliness, but not so much from a little girl.
Well, he did an
Yeah.
HBO special last year on during spring training, where in one day he was on 25 different teams or 20 different teams, and he played a different position on each team. And so he would like race from one diamond to another. He even helicoptered into one and changed jerseys every single time. And would land the helicopter and he'd run out into the outfield and play one round of.
Well, you've
Oh.
heard this story, right? How he like really loves Old Milwaukee beer, and he just like called them
What?
up. He was just called them up, and he's like, "Hey, I fucking love your beer. I want to do like a bunch of commercials for you." And they're like, "We can't pay you. You're Will Ferrell." And he's like, "I'll do them all for free." So like, if you look it up, there's like Old Milwaukee commercials on YouTube with Will Ferrell.
Why would they not take that and run?
I don't know. It's just
I
brilliant.
mean, I have friends who cut teeth on Old Milwaukee. I mean, it's like, why would you not take that opportunity to go, we can rename our brand with Will Ferrell. Let's do
kidding.
it, you know?
I'm looking it up right now.
Are you really?
Well,
I'm pretty sure it's Old Milwaukee, and yeah, and I know what's the name of the guy? The guy that was with him in Step Brothers. He has like a band, and he plays out in Maquoketa sometimes at like the barn out there.
What?
Yeah,
Get out of town.
no, he plays John C. Riley. Like,
Yeah.
he has a band. He'll just go like play out there.
God, he's a good actor. I mean,
Yeah.
I liked him in Magnolia. I liked him in all the stuff he's done. You know,
Now, there's a weird movie.
fucking crazy movie,
Yeah.
but it's good.
What'd you just say?
Magnolia.
Steel Magnolias?
No, it's
No,
called,
not Steel Magnolias.
It's called.
You are such a vagina.
It's called
Love those
Steel
old ladies.
Magnolias.
It's called Magnolia.
Yeah.
It's not called Steel Magnolia. It's called Magnolias. It's got what's his name? Tom Cruise's only Academy
With
Award.
all the ladies down south.
No, it's
One is dying.
no,
That's
no.
One's getting
That's
married?
Steel Magnolias. This is
Yeah.
Magnolia. It's based in Los Angeles. It's
A
got
southern.
It's got
movie.
Tom C. Riley. It's got Philip
Yeah.
Seymour Hoffman. It's got Tom Cruise.
Julia Roberts.
It's got Louis. It's
I
She
can't remember
starts-
who directed it.
She has
but
like a
it's,
seizure in the hair salon thing.
No, nope. Stop. Just stop.
It's like, yeah.
He won't get off.
We'll just go from that to fried green tomatoes. That's,
There you
yeah,
go.
there you
Yeah.
go. That's
Yeah,
a good
same
movie,
thing.
too.
You're right,
Yeah.
same movie.
Exact same thing. No
What's weird
worries.
is in Magnolia, you can see there's like when the kid falls off the building in the beginning, the extension cords that are on the building have I think an 8 and a 2 and a 1, and it's a biblical reference. So later on in the movie, when it's like literally raining frogs, it's like all these little weird kind of Easter eggs. But Tom Cruise got a Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for that movie, and it's the only Academy nomination he's ever had was for Magnolia.
Well, why does he need that? He has like this ginormous, like
Dinner plate medal from L. Ron
Yeah.
Hubbard.
from
Sure.
L. Ron Hubbard. He saluted
The
him.
best part
That's
about
everything.
the best part about that movie is in Magnolia is he plays a motivational speaker.
Oh, yeah.
But he's a total like alpha male. You will take back the cock. You will do like it's
He's
just
just like respect
wom-
the cock.
yeah,
And he's got
women-
this like long hair with like a man bun, and he just looks insane. Just,
yeah,
like,
it's like women
ridiculous.
dominated kind of. I mean, it's like a dominating women kind of thing.
Yeah.
but it's oh my god, it's funny, but it's like
Yeah.
hardcore. It's pretty
It
sweet.
reminds me of an old stepfather-in-law.
Something my grandfather used to say to me.
What? Respect the cock. Really? Wow.
Respect
Gosh.
the cock.
I
No, my
It
ex
got really dark all of a sudden.
Reminded me of my ex-father-in-law. Remember?
Yeah, Rod Stevenson.
Yeah, he was very alpha male.
Yeah, about as alpha male as you can get.
He would be perfect in that role.
Yeah.
He had
Yeah, he wasn't quite that bad. But again, Tom Cruise did an incredible job in that movie. I thought he was fantastic in that movie because he played this person without, you know how it's like Will Ferrell, you see Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt as themselves in these characters.
Yeah.
This is the first time I saw him where I was like, fuck, I don't know who this guy is. I know it's Tom Cruise, but this guy's a maniac.
Well,
wasn't it Tropic Thunder?
Tropic Thunder, where
That
he
he
plays
was the
Len
fa-
Grossman.
Yeah, the
or
fat old guy
whatever.
with the
Oh,
comb
yeah.
over.
He's like,
right?
you're telling me that you want me to let my friend die for an airplane. He's like, yep, a G5 airplane and lots of money.
Well, the best part about that, the best part about that was the dancing at the end.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
those things are, and supposedly they're going to do another one, and he's a bigger part of it because they got so much play because it's just him. by
Well, they
himself.
were talking about for a while just a standalone movie with just his character
Oh,
as
really?
the main character. But I don't know. That was like years ago.
It's
and-
been a bit since that was on.
And Tom Cruise is like constantly involved in. He's one of my favorite actors. I
I-
don't know. I call
I'm
him
with-
the American Jackie Chan.
Dude, I'm
'cause-
with you. I love
Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
I love
in
Tom
movies.
Cruise. Like,
He's the American
I don't,
Jackie
I don't give a
Chan.
shit if he's crazy. He's not
Yeah.
hurting anyone, and
No.
all his wives made out like bandits.
I got two words
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Top Gun.
Top Gun,
Sorry,
yeah.
Top Gun.
Yep.
That's all you need. I still like ninja motorcycles. I'll never buy one or ride one, but I like him because he was
Yeah.
in that movie. That's it.
I just love that song. Every time that song comes on, I get a little wet.
Which
Ew.
one? Playing it with them boys from the. Top-
Danger Zone.
Oh yeah, Danger Zone.
Highway.
No,
to
I didn't want to
the-
go totally gay. Like when they're playing the volleyball scene. No, not that scene.
Spin the
pretty
volleyball
gay.
on
Yeah.
the finger.
Hey, look at me. I'm playing volleyball in the sand with jeans on.
And
Who the
cowboy
fuck does
boots.
that? What?
He goes over and gets his cowboy boots.
Oh
and
yeah, I
then
guess
takes
his cowboy boots. He goes off, and then there's like all those scenes where he's just like in tidy whities, like
Yeah.
moping around in the. It's like, is this what fighter pilots do? Like, they're
You
like,
just mope around in tidy whities?
yeah, like what is this? Well, I saw an interview with what Ridley Scott's brother or whatever about it, and he's like, yeah, we didn't know anything about the military, so we just did it like with a lot of sports, and and like whatever. I was like, what the hell, like. You know, but I saw that movie 5 times when I was in theaters. Like my dad just took
Oh
me
my!
over
I got a
and
flat
over.
top because of that movie.
Does he really?
Period. I saw
Yeah.
it at this Palo Alto 1 and 2 theaters. There's really old theaters, just 2 theaters. And my brother and I went back over and over and over again because it was just such a. It was
a
so
badass
loud and
movie.
exciting.
Yeah.
And then
you know?
you grew out the backside for Brian Bosworth.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
No,
good old
yeah.
Bosworth.
Gotta get the.
I love him in Terminator. Where it's like, come on, man, you gonna fuck with me? And then Arnold just destroys him.
Which one was that?
he in the first one?
Yeah, he's in
Brian
the first
Bosworth
one.
was in the
No,
first
he
one?
was not.
Wait, he's like the what the hell is his call sign in Top Gun? But he's like the rip dude, right? That's like the co-pilot.
Oh no,
You're totally off?
No, you're not. That actor is the boyfriend of
In
Sarah
Terminator.
in Terminator.
And
yeah,
Sarah's roommate.
it's not.
It's not Bosworth.
It's not Bosworth.
Okay.
There's a big guy. It's Iceman's
Yeah.
REM. Yeah,
It's Iceman's REM.
it's the guy who sits behind the pilot.
Iceman's Wizzo.
I don't know what Wizzo
That's
means.
like weapons control officer or something.
You're with the Air Force?
I don't know. With
Yeah.
the Echo, I don't know.
Well, that's with the Navy, but yeah.
Right. This is the
Right.
Navy, not the Air Force. Come on, Army boy. You know this shit better than I do.
You know what's funny? I have a buddy who is retiring this year from the Army. He was in Restrepo. Did you see
Restrepo? Yeah, however that. Yeah, that's a
He was if you watch it again, he's the guy who's sitting down with all the elders trying to negotiate the dead cow.
oh,
So they're trying to come
Right.
up. They're trying to figure out how are they gonna pay back these villagers for shooting their cow.
and that's like that would be like their protein source. I'd imagine
mean,
just all their
fucking-
milk forever.
Yeah, it's
Right.
valuable, right?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that was my buddy. When I was
Mhm.
back at Bragg, he was fresh in. He was a cherry.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I knew him for maybe a year and a half. And I got out and that fucking guy stayed in until just recently he got out. So actually quite a few of my friends, there's two of them that just recently retired. And I was just like, I can't believe that they made it through. You
Well, because
know?
they're in places like where he was in Restapa. That's a pretty serious. They made the corner top of a mountain a base.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some
Right.
insane shit going on
Yeah.
there.
Well, that was like fire bases like they used to do in, Vietnam back in the day, and just be like, here you go, you're going to be supported by helicopters. But if the weather's bad, then
not.
not so much. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, they were just. I mean, in that Restrepo movie, they're like they're shooting and they're digging and they're creating their base
Right.
while they're having a gunfight. And if bullets are not being shot at them, they felt like it was weird. Like
Right.
there's too much tension by not having tension.
Mm. Well, you don't know where the
Could you
enemy
ima-
is.
I couldn't imagine that.
Yeah.
I just couldn't imagine that stress. I feel like I'm under stress at the moment, and I
Really?
could not imagine stress like that. Where always in the back of your mind, you're thinking that could happen. Any bullet just happen to whiz by could take you out while you're trying to make yourself more protected. I could not imagine the stress, and it makes complete sense to me why they come back and they have PTSD just for the fact alone. You're driving your car and you hear a loud sound, and the last year and a half you've been ducking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just that alone freaks me out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what? I don't know who brought this shit up. I'm gonna blame it on you. But
Yeah.
It just went down.
Yeah.
Like it went from we were laughing a
What
lot.
about Captain America? What about Captain? Hey, let's bring it back.
You know what?
It's
All
very
right,
American.
let's
Let's
segue
dovetail.
it.
Let's
Let's
dovetail into
segue
that.
it over to some military stuff, right? So
Yeah.
the Captain America story. Here's some current events, right?
They should bring that up. And,
Now, if you want to check it out, it's on vulture.com. All right. So you can just Google, just type this in. Captain America says, Hail Hydra. So you can say that in Google, and this little thing will come up from Vulture. The crazy thing is, we talked about it before we started hitting record. We a modern day soap opera, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Married with Children, not Married with Children, but,
that's a soap opera.
right? But all the
Sure.
other ones, they've been around for. Well, I forget which one had been around for 50 fucking years.
Yeah.
Older than we are by a long shot.
I know some of
Right.
them got canceled recently, like finally ended.
Yeah,
But
I'm not sure if they're
I'm not
all
a soaps
gone.
guy.
But I mean, when I was growing up, my mom watched soap operas
Oh, yeah.
or whatever, and so you kind of know that someone's gonna die, and then they're gonna come back, and they didn't really die, and they're gonna come. Like the actors and actresses just kept floating around
Yeah.
the same channels, the same shows, and they just kept getting recreated.
Because they had feedback. I can't believe you killed so
Well,
and so.
and they were so popular, right?
Yeah.
So you compare that to comic books. How long has Captain America the comic book been around? A long fucking time.
75 years.
And
I think
so-
it's the
75 years.
And
Holy
so
shit, I didn't know
at
that.
some point, you're going to run out of fucking material. So you're racking your brain as a writer. How can I come up with something original?
And something that grabs people. You know, something that people want to read and get involved in and want to immerse themselves in. That's a heavy toll to take.
Yeah. So you have a writer.
Who's the writer on that
The
right
writer
now?
was. Let me see.
Let me hate them for a long time.
Because you don't like the way things have gone? Is that what you're trying to say? Or
Well, the first comic book I ever read was Captain America versus the Asthma Monster. Because I had like
Asthma monster?
Yeah, I had bad asthma as a kid, and it was like Captain America and the Hulk teaching a little kid how to not have a panic attack and not have asthma. But now you're telling me that Captain America was a Nazi and that he was a Hydra agent, and it was all just a ruse. He didn't care about me or my asthma. Like, fuck that, man. Like, no way. People are furious that he's got like a Hydra outfit on, and they've got him doing
is this real?
They've got to do him like Nazi salutes and stuff.
Yeah.
man.
It came
It's
out.
legit.
It came out. Yeah, that's the way it is. I'm trying to look for the writer. I read the article, and it says the guy's name. I don't know how many times, and for whatever
It's
reason,
not Ed Brubaker, because he did the whole Winter Soldier storyline, which was phenomenal. Did you see Civil War yet?
I haven't seen
I
Civil
have seen Civil War. and
What'd you
it's-
think?
It's great.
I thought it was badass, dude. And that kid that played Spider-Man was
Perfect.
phenomenal.
He was
Nailed it.
perfect.
Like okay, we've had 5 Spider-Man
Tobey
movies.
Maguire sucked.
I liked
The
him.
first 2 were good.
Well, that's
You know.
because we had zero expectations.
Well, and it was Sam Raimi was directing, so it was cool. But yeah, it's like, the Andrew Garfield ones were just total garbage. I bought Amazing Spider-Man 2. I paid $15 for it, and I still haven't been able to get more than 30 minutes into the movie because it's such a fucking train wreck. And like even the music, it's like Hans Zimmer and Pharrell and like a dude from Metallica. What the hell? Like, that's a great idea. Let's have Hans Zimmer and Pharrell.
Just trying to be different, man.
I guess. Like,
Trying to find that angle.
the
you know?
writer, I guess, the creator is Spencer. His name is Spencer.
he just has one name. Yeah,
Spencer.
automatic douchebag. Just like automatic douchebag. It's like, my name is Spencer. What do? I write comic books.
No, I just found
Madonna.
it. I'm sure he has more than just the last
It's
name.
not Prince. Like,
but
He's
reading,
not Prince, for
but
damn.
reading the article, you said it earlier.
Yeah.
The internet blew up because of this thing.
yeah,
right?
like meltdown.
Oh my God. Reading the article, there's, people saying he should have been gay. We wanted him to be gay. We wanted there to be a new twist, and the twist should have been he should have been gay. Right? Well, he's
And
not.
who wanted that?
There's fucking death threats against the writer. People.
Well, that's
Come
a little.
on.
That's a little much.
It's
yeah,
a goddamn comic book. It's a story. It's for entertainment.
The comic book people that I know who like comic books don't seem like the people that would be so upset.
You don't know
that you didn't take a certain twist.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You don't
No?
know the comic book people
Yeah.
I know.
I-
Come to the.
I trust
there's a
you more
Cedar
than
Rap- There's a Cedar Rapids comic book club that just started up. One of the customers that comes into the shop, like, he started it, and it's at Cedar Rapids Public Library, like, 3rd Thursday of every month. And a lot of the people that are there, I've known for 20 years, just from going to Alter Ego.
Right.
And
We know the owner.
yeah,
Aaron Tapkin.
oh, Aaron's great. I love her to death.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's like my home away from home and was forever. But you think I'm a nerd. You talk to some of these people, and it's like, I was like talking about Captain America Civil War. I was like, man, I thought it was fucking phenomenal, like perfect movie. And he's like, well, this was wrong, and this was wrong, and like, I don't
Yeah,
know
you
about
can pick it
the tint of Giant Man's armor. Like, get out of here, dude. Spoiler alert, Giant Man. Ant-Man turns into Giant Man. So,
Right. Yeah.
Is it Paul Rudd?
watch out. Yeah, Paul Rudd.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Paul Rudd.
Oh, he's great in it.
And, yeah, and he's perfect. I mean, what I don't like, what I haven't liked is like the Batman Superman thing. There's already established actors in the TV series.
Yeah.
Like Smallville. He would have made a good Superman movie at any point. Because
Right.
shit, everyone thinks of him as Clark Kent anyway. For how many years has he been Clark Kent?
Well, I've never seen the TV show.
See, I
don't-
never
so
watched it.
What's his? Is it
But I mean-
Henry? What's his name? Is he the-
Henry Cavill.
He to me is like the epitome of what Superman should look
Sure.
like.
I'm
right?
with you. I'm with you on that. Like, I'm
no,
a
I agree.
huge Man of Steel fan. The thing I loved, and I'm a Zack Snyder, like, just fanboy. Like,
And who is he?
The director, and he did like Watchmen and 300
Love
and,
Watchmen.
Oh,
and
Watchmen's great.
Sucker Punch, and all his movies as director's cuts are
Sucker
much
Punch
better.
was good.
Sucker Punch was crazy.
The theatrical cut is garbage, but the Blu-ray edition, which is the director's cut, is so much better. But it's like
Is it more violent? Is there more sex?
What? Wait,
It's more violent.
why is it better?
Well, they cut 20 minutes out of the movie, and
Because it didn't seem like it made that much sense.
So the theatrical cut doesn't make any sense, and it's just a poor movie, honestly. But when you cut a fifth of a movie out, which is what they did with Batman v Superman, it was supposed to be 3 hours, and they cut it down to like 2.5 hours, and so because of that, you lost all the exposition about Lex Luthor. There was like hardly any Superman in it.
Because Lex Luthor, the Lex, in that movie, seemed more like the Riddler.
Well,
he seemed crazy, whereas Lex Luthor in the comic books is calculating. He's a rich, super smart. His brain and his money has always been the thing that kind of propelled him powerfully as a character.
Exactly. Well, they didn't get a chance to explain any of that in the theatrical cut. Because it was like the nth hour DC went was like, this is too much. It's going to be too long. And my whole thing is like, dude, I'll binge watch 10 episodes of Game of Thrones. Who cares?
Well, because they're trying to market to kids.
Well,
that's part of it.
It's not for kids.
It's
though.
not for kids. They clearly don't understand our generation, our love of comics. Because I will, just like what you said, we're so used to binge watching now.
Right.
I would totally sit and watch a 4-hour, 5-hour fucking movie.
Well, they used to
take a break.
Yeah. They used to have intermissions when I was growing up, like Gettysburg, which was like, Ted Turner did it and he like stars in it. It's like, Jesus Christ, thanks, Ted Turner. It's like not a stretch to see him as a Civil War general. It's like he just put on his grays that he had in his closet in his
we should bring
high-rise.
back the intermission.
Yeah. I mean, like, you might as well, because if a movie suffers for it, and like
the artistic aspects,
and hell, movies are like $20 to go see anymore. It's like, and it's 90 minutes long. I feel ripped off.
It should be like a football game.
Yeah.
Everybody use the restrooms at this time. Go see your concession stand.
Right, exactly.
Because I remember seeing Gandhi in Palo Alto.
Oh God!
And that was like 3.5 hours long, I think. And I remember seeing, and my brother and I went to see it, and he had to have an intermission in between.
Right.
And so I went to intermission, came back, and watched the rest of it. And it was almost too much for me at like 10 or 11.
Right. Oh yeah.
But I remember having
and you're watching Gandhi,
right?
At like 10 years old.
Yeah.
Hey Todd, what would you like to do this weekend? Oh, well, I thought about playing some sports but I heard that Gandhi is playing, so could you...
Asshole mio.
Hey, Dad, could you take me to Gandhi?
No, I'm by myself. And nobody took me anywhere.
And they have a British actor playing Gandhi.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Way to go, Hollywood. Brilliant. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Britain, the main opposers of the...
Right, exactly.
It's like,
the people that were... we'll have... it's what's his name? He won an Academy Award for it.
He won an Academy Award. Ed Kingsley Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ben Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley.
Ed's better.
Ed Kingsley.
I call him Ed. I mean,
Ed Kingsley.
Ben and I. Yeah,
Ed to his friends.
Ed to his friends.
Hi, I'm Ed Kingsley. Who is this guy?
You'll know that I often fuck things up like that.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
That's the way it goes.
Whatever.
Ed Kingsley was the guy in Iron Man 3.
Yeah. That pissed me off, but I liked it. Well, first of all, the movie kind of just sucked. Because it was like Iron Man just not in a suit. And then at the end, they bring in like 50 Iron Mans. Like, hey, kids, go buy all these action figures. Like, I mean, I like Batman v Superman just because and like Man of Steel. Because at the end battle, 30,000 people die in the battle of, Metropolis. And, Battle of Smallville. Like A-10 Warthogs are coming in and Navy SEALs.
Now, I love the
badass.
fact that Batman v Superman started with
the beginning of that.
The ending of Superman.
Yeah, I was in. Like, that first 10
Immediately.
minutes, I was like, all right, let's go. Let's do this.
I thought Batman's driving was bullshit.
Oh, you mean through all the explosions and
come on,
it's totally fine?
Come on.
Whatever, man.
If you would have just put him in the fucking building and the building's coming down, believable. I get it. Maybe he's out at a Starbucks. Maybe he's like 2 blocks away and he's got to run.
Latte. Can you make it extra strong? Please.
Make that only half a shot. But if he was only like 2 or 3 blocks away, walking, running, something like that, I can get behind that. Him getting dropped off with a helicopter,
right?
However many miles away, racing through the streets as everybody's fucking running past him.
Yeah.
Buildings are coming down. Left, right, left. Wait, hold on a second. You just took 4 fucking left.
Yeah.
Damn it, I'm back where I started.
What was
No
what-
shit. I'm watching
Yeah.
that going 1, 2, 3 lefts. I was just wondering if they were
If
going
you were
to fuck
that-
this up.
If you were that aware of it, though, it means they didn't do a very good job.
I was just thinking, like, how honestly you're getting from here to here.
Yeah.
How many different fucking ways can you go?
Well,
to
there's
get
a lot
from
of
there to there?
explosions, and the cool thing is like, Man of Steel is like, I don't know. I watched it like once a month just because I just love it.
It's so
Like, it's
good.
it's the most
so good.
It's the most badass superhero movie I've ever seen, and a lot of people are divided. But the fact you go on like Metacritic or like Rotten Tomatoes, and fucking Superman Returns has a 72% fresh rating, and that movie was the worst. Like Brandon Ruth was great, and he's from Des Moines or right outside Des Moines. So
Okay.
the guy's awesome. He's on Legends of Tomorrow. If you watch
Yeah.
that,
Which I was trying to like that. I was trying to like
it's
it,
pretty-
but
It's very CW. Yeah, it's like, do you like
Exactly.
Supernatural? Do you like Supernatural
No.
with like 50 superheroes and no budget? Then you'll fucking love Legends of Tomorrow. Like whatever.
now I did like the Flash.
Yeah, Flash is good. That's
Because
good stuff.
It's been a long time, and now it's like at a certain point in our history, which was recent,
Mhm.
we have the computer capability and the special effects to pull off an adequate superhero,
For TV, especially.
TV.
Yeah.
right? Like we could do superhero shit in this.
Come on,
studio.
Dean Cain. Let's do it. Like lose some of that puffiness and stop doing those D-lister movies. We'll bring them back.
But I mean, I liked that stuff, but it's going to be everything has a season, right?
Yeah.
Eventually, it's like, oh god damn, seriously, how you going to do? So you got to reinvent that stuff.
Yeah.
You got to bring in a new character. You got to have a new, like the Spider-Man, like the most
Yeah.
recent Spider-Man character in Civil War was perfect.
Well, yeah, you don't need an origin, which is why, like, Batman, at the beginning of Batman v Superman, they have like they do the montage, like the slow motion montage,
Yeah,
but it was really well done and it kind of sets it up and it ties in later.
Right.
But the director's cut's coming out in July and it's going to be rated R. So I'm stoked for that. But like that desert scene in the beginning, which didn't make a whole lot of sense, there's like 10 minutes that were cut out. Barbara Gordon's actually in it. Jenna Malone plays
Oh,
Barbara Gordon.
really?
Yeah. And
Okay.
so like she's in it.
Do you
that
know
sets
who
that
Barbara
up.
Gordon is?
I have no idea
Barbara
who you're
Gordon
talking about.
is.
Batgirl
Thank you.
/ Oracle once Joker paralyzes her. So spoilers.
Well,
No.
do you think that
I read comics. Yeah. Just a few.
Do you think that movies like Deadpool are allowing for more of these like rated R level
I hope so.
superhero movies? I mean, because I remember everybody saying, "Oh my god, I can't believe I took my kids to Deadpool," and
You
they
shouldn't take
they
your
should have
kids to
told us.
Deadpool.
And I within the
I didn't take my kids to
Yeah.
it. I rented it. We watched it at home.
There
the
you
first,
go.
but
A
the
family moment.
Yeah, that's a family movie. We went and saw Demolition Man on Christmas Day as a family, and it was like 11, 9, and 7.
but that's
year old.
calm shit compared to Deadpool. Deadpool, I'm sitting there watching, going,
Oh, that's
"Holy shit!" In the
there's
first 10 minutes,
There's
of
a
this.
fuck scene.
Yeah, yeah. Or him saying, "What did I have to do to
Now
get on this
his-
to get in this movie and
Yeah.
shit?" It's so
the,
good.
The lead girl in that, his wife or whatever, or soon to be wife, she played the leader in that TV show V.
yes.
Remember
Oh,
when
the
V-
modern version of
the
V?
modern
I was
version
like,
of
not
V.
the old one from like this. I haven't seen Deadpool yet. Like I didn't even see the
haven't?
new Star Wars in theaters.
Why?
I
Didn't have time.
didn't have a car, and then like
Oh, well, shit,
my
that-
business partner and Chuck are such friggin' Star Wars fans. I was like, ugh.
Oh,
I don't even care.
I'm fucking over this shit.
I was like Star Wars out. Like it was like I just heard about it and just built and built and built. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome.
But you're fucking Guido. Is it
Right.
Guido?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
Guido.
Guido.
Yes,
Guido.
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 Hey, forget about it. Yeah, sure, Guido.
Yeah.
Yeah, who shot first, Han or Guido? That's like one of the dudes. It's
Hey,
freaking,
yo.
It's
Oh,
freaking,
what? I don't know what you're talking about.
it's freaking Polly just fist pumping from
right next to Chewbacca.
Yeah, good stuff.
Oh god, that's great. I love it.
Yeah.
I just recently started watching The Sopranos. So maybe that's why
Yeah.
Guido came out.
I haven't seen that. Like it's like one of those 10-season things. Like by the time I
Right.
heard about it, it was like 5 seasons in, and
Right. Well,
you know.
luckily for me, for my job, I have nothing but time
Yeah, there you
to
go.
watch stuff like that.
You watch The Wire? Like I still haven't seen that, but I've heard it's like the greatest show ever.
Really?
Really? I have
Yeah.
heard good things
Yeah,
about
that's
The
like
Wire.
for years I've just heard like, dude, it's the best show. You got to watch it. But,
I watched like maybe the first couple shows.
I remember
and then
watching
was
like a
out.
drug deal gone bad, and they shot this car up and all this stuff, and I thought, is it just going to be what I've seen on TV forever?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But maybe I should give it another chance. I remember watching Oz on
Oh,
HBO,
God.
and that being like the
Yeah.
craziest shit I'd ever seen before. That was been like they started
Well,
doing like shows on those channels. So
Yeah.
they were a TV show that you watched for an hour or half an hour, but they were like movie crazy violence or swearing or sex or whatever it was. And Oz was the first one where I was kind of like going, holy shit.
Man rape.
Yes.
Then
Yeah.
you had Rome.
oh my
Rome-
God, Rome.
Rome
Like,
was good.
Well, that's the same guys that did like Benahoff and DB Wise or whatever. The guys that produce and are in charge of Game of Thrones. That was their first show. So I remember watching that when it came out. Like I own it on Blu-ray, but it was like we were having a party and we were like watching episodes because we were hooked, my girlfriend and I at the time. And have you seen like most of the show?
Mhm.
The part where it's like
Yeah, my wife and I were hooked with Rome.
yeah, we were hooked until the like gang rape at the public shitters like part, and they like stuff a dude's head in a toilet, and it's just like no, and like my friends are over and they're like, "What the fuck are you watching?" We're like, "Oh, Rome, it's our favorite show." Like, don't you love it? Like,
Now-
would you care for some more hors d'oeuvres?
By the way,
Yeah.
if that was the norm, wow, we get upset about some really ridiculous
Yeah,
shit
really
nowadays.
stupid stuff.
People
now.
used to get choked in shitters and gang raped.
Yeah.
And that was the norm. We used to have little boy
Right.
lovers. And
No big deal.
Well, think of. I mean, the first season of Game of Thrones. I'll never forget when Jon Stewart
Red
talked
Wedding.
about. No, besides there was the sexual stuff. I remember Jon Stewart saying to somebody on his show, I forget who he was interviewing, and he goes, "You were watching somebody bleep do bleep while they're doing bleep and bleep," and I'm like, going, "What's he talking about?"
Yeah.
Then I watch it, and it's the guy watching a guy and two girls fuck through a keyhole while he's getting blown at the same time in this brothel.
all right,
And I thought-
hold on, wait,
Wait, is that
hold
Game
on,
of
wait.
Thrones?
How fucking high was this keyhole? Because if I'm on my knees and squatted down looking through a keyhole,
Well,
Suspension of belief, my friend.
Yeah.
It's a good
I mean
TV
that
show.
chick's got to be in a weird, awkward position.
or it's
to
a
be
midget.
blowing me.
I mean, a little person. Excuse me.
Yes.
Come on.
Don't wanna-
no, you know
yeah.
what? No, it's okay. I'm not offended.
Yeah.
Say midget.
Yeah, midget.
Okay, there you go. See, I'm good.
Take that, Willow. That's right.
Oh god, I love that. Movie.
Yeah, it's great.
I read when I saw it was coming out. I read the book, and I thought
There's a book of it.
the book came out first, of course, and so it was
I've got
great.
all the action figures made by Tonka. They're total shit. They're like
I
little
got 'em.
metal. Yeah, but I have them. They're great.
But I read the book, and so it was fun thinking of some of those
Yeah.
characters like Val Kilmer and stuff like that. I read the book, and then I watched the movie and then I read the book, and the characters were in my head, so I kind of liked
Yeah.
that part. But they did the same thing with the 13th Warrior. It was called Eaters of the Dead. The book is
Yeah,
called Eaters
I
of
actually
the Dead.
like that movie.
I did too.
I guess
yeah.
it's one of the larger flops. In
Really?
like movie history. I
Was
think
it
it's
like
that
really
one.
Antonio
expensive?
Banderas.
It was really expensive to make, and Antonio Banderas plays a Muslim, which like that guy always sounds like he's like got a bag of marbles in his damn mouth. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Antonio Banderas, but it's just like I can't even do an impression. It's
Yeah.
just ridiculous.
I mean, most of the movie was him just sitting there watching the Vikings talk.
Yeah,
But later on, he became the 13th Warrior. I mean, he became a big deal later on. He
I will
became-
become the eater of the dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
And see, the book was really good.
Well, Michael Crichton, wasn't it? Michael Crichton?
Oh God, I don't know.
Was it?
Let me look it up.
Google that.
I'll Google it.
Google me this.
GTS, Google that shit. See what happens. But I like watching movies. I like reading the book and then watching the movie. I mean, that's kind of one of my favorite
Yeah.
things to do. If I hear it's coming out, I like doing that. But
You guys should do like a commentary sometime. That'd
Michael
be fun.
Crichton, Eater of the Dead.
nice.
That'd be a cool thing to do. Yeah.
Jurassic Park is fucking crazy good book.
Oh my god, yeah, they use like bazookas to like blow up raptors. I read
It's
that book.
crazy.
I read that book like in grade school. You know,
I'm
because
sorry, Zach.
No.
What grade school do you go to?
I was homeschooled like part growing up, so
Oh,
you know, I was
praise
like
Jesus.
all these little bit of that. Like I I wasn't a huge.
Wait
I
a
wasn't
second.
huge
Wait,
fan.
way to go, Captain McJudgy.
Yeah, kind of judgy. Yeah, like,
He could have been Jewish.
no.
Why
yeah.
couldn't he have been Jewish?
My last
people-
name's Douglas. I'm super Jewish. Yeah, super Hebrew. Yeah, got my Torah. You know all that, which we got from Scotland.
Going to go to temple. Going to temple tomorrow.
Yeah,
I
going to
understand.
temple in Glasgow. Yeah.
Yeah. See, perfect.
You're my family. That's awesome. No big deal.
Oh god.
That's cool. No, my parents were like Reaganites, you know, evangelicals. So it was like I could play with GI Joes, which had nukes and machine guns and all that, but like no Ninja Turtles, Eastern mysticism, no He-Man, sword and sorcery, magic. Couldn't do that. You know,
But now, do you have any He-Man in your store now?
like so much He-Man. Like I have like 3 Castle Grayskulls because what's better than 1? 3.
3.
I had 4, but 1 sold. So guess we need.
Do
I'm
you
gonna
think-
I'm gonna have to check out your store
You
because
gotta come by.
there's a few things that I loved playing with as a kid.
Yeah.
And
What were your favorite?
He-Man.
Like, He-Man.
He-Man was the shit. Back in the day,
Yeah.
that was my thing. Like, I mean, we've talked
Shirtless,
about,
muscle-bound dudes in underpants. Got it. Got it. That's like.
you just summed me up.
So,
Boom. You
Sweet.
just described my
Yeah.
typical Saturday night.
yeah. All right. Wow. There you go.
That's what I do. But back in the day, that you didn't. I mean, there was HBO if you had a satellite dish, a
Yeah.
big fucking satellite dish in your backyard.
Oh, I remember the giant
the
ones. You're like,
giant fucking
check it out. The
8-foot.
neighbors just got this installed. It's like you're communicating with NASA.
Yeah, they
you
got
know?
satellite.
And when
Yeah,
you
no
turn-
shit.
and
We
when
saw
you-
it from
when
3
you
miles
turn
away.
a channel. You turn a channel. You have to wait while the dish turned and linked in that
Yeah.
signal or whatever.
Yeah, my grandfather would record porn on a VHS tape and then
Well
give it to,
done, sir.
Yeah, and then give it to my dad. My mom's father would record porn for my father.
He's no longer living. Is that right?
No, he's here.
He's still alive.
He's still alive.
Still
and he is a-
recording. Still
and he's a-
recording.
and he's a
Do you have
bad.
Cinemax, son?
He's a badass motherfucker. My grandfather.
I bet he is.
Well, if he's recording porn and handing out, in the 80s,
He dug out by hand his own fucking basement. Him and his brother hand dug his basement. We are pussies. We are walking vaginas compared to the ancestry that we come from.
that generation, like the.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, the I can't even the Depression era,
Yeah.
like generation or whatever. Where
Hey,
it's like,
what'd you do when you were a kid, Grandma? Because like right now, I play like my iPad and I play with all these. What'd you guys play with? A fucking can. You
Yeah.
little spoiled cunt.
right, exactly. It's like we'd go out like
I was
my-
lucky to eat dirt.
my
There's
gr-
a reason why there's
yeah.
the thing called mud pie.
Well, it's like my great grandma. It's like I remember asking her when I was really little. I was like, "Why is your pinky finger?" And it was like all just kind of crooked.
Mangled.
Yeah, and she was like, "Oh, well, we used to go and chop the heads off of chickens for dinner." And I was 6, and my brother was 4, and he missed and shot my finger off, and they reattached it or whatever, and we still ate the chicken or what? It was like ridiculous, like ridiculous. And I was probably like 8 or 9. This is my great grandmother, like world champion Scrabble player.
And you're like,
I know. I'm like, are you? Wow. Like I didn't. That's quite the story. Like
Wow.
it stuck with me though.
One of the things that I do want to do is sit down with some people at a retirement home.
Yeah.
Be like, please, I want to know your story.
Right.
You have a story. We all have stories. I want to know what it was like.
well, having you and your partners contemplated like setting up. Have you heard of StoryCorps on NPR?
I actually haven't. I'm
They
like
set
an
up-
NPR junkie. I
They set
haven't
up these
heard of
booths all over the United States. Started at 9/11, and so they set up these booths for people to come down and commemorate and kind of like talk about the people who had died. And so now they position them all over the United States. And
Oh,
when they
okay.
record them, they're in the Library of Congress forever. So they have
Wow.
hundreds and thousands
Yeah.
of these things. And so StoryCorps is kind of the idea that we kind of thought of when where people are dying so quickly.
Right.
And so it's like, can we get this wealth of knowledge that's just because we were talking, I think I was talking about my grandfather who was like this mentor to me and my dad, and just a wealth of knowledge and information, and it's gone. So it's like, could we get some of these people recorded on tape and tell us their life stories or philosophies or ideas about life, whatever it is, and have that to hold on to?
Well, I think it's really important, especially like now where everything, everything's text messages, everything's Facebook. And, speaking of grandfathers, my granddad is the reason why I'm like into history and everything else. It's like, I've always been obsessed with like World War II history and history in general. And I just remember being like 10 years old. It'd be like after dinner, like 8 o'clock at my grandpa's house. And we'd be like, Granddad, can we talk about World War II? He's like, sure. But we have to start with the fall of the Roman Empire. You know? And it's like, but no joke, it all ties in.
Oh, hell yeah,
that's
it does.
like Third Reich came from that, and
No shit.
and everything else. Yeah,
Think of the eagles.
Yeah, all the eagles,
Russians
all the
and
symbology.
All the symbology
Yeah.
came from that. Like overall, I'm going to annihilate. I'm going to control the world. Kind of
Right.
idea is what.
Right.
It came
Well, that
from
was
for
his.
us.
That was, you know, I mean, the dude was a loon.
Right.
You know, thankfully, he was afraid of water, so his navy. So, I mean, the guy could have won like freaking 10 times over.
Have you seen that TV show that was on? Was it Prime? That had that.
Man in the High Castle.
Yeah.
Man
by
in the
Philip
High
K.
Castle.
Dick. Yeah, like
what a great.
God, that was trippy.
Have you read
Really.
the book by Philip K.
No,
Dick? It's
no.
by the same guy who did Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, which is what Blade Runner became. So, you know, Blade Runner,
Sure,
the Ridley
yeah.
Scott movie. And then he did Scanner Darkly was another one of his.
Another
and then
great one.
Total Recall, which,
Scanner Darkly. I don't think I ever saw that.
it's like, it's too much for me. It's not like some indie director. It's only it's like his second movie he ever did, and I don't think he did anything else. But it's not like rotoscoping animation, but it's like digital rotoscoping like they used to do in the 70s for like heavy metal. They do like the rotoscoping. So the animation looked kind of wonky, but it looked really fluid and like
Oh.
realistic.
Like heavy metal from like the
Heavy
early
metal from like, early 80s, or like if you watch the Lord of the Rings animated movie back in the
Oh
day.
yeah, I liked
Yeah.
that as a kid.
Well, it was all
Right.
rotoscopes. So they'd take real footage and then they would just draw frame by frame, like trace.
Oh
over
my
it.
god, that sounds a
Frame
tad,
by frame.
A tad. We complain about
Tad
editing
tedious.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Blade Runner is in one of my top 10 favorite
Yeah.
movies of all time.
yeah, not the theatrical cut where it had like the horrible voiceover. It's like, I was a detective and it was the future and lost. It's like, we don't need that. That was like the studio just like, no one will understand this movie.
You know what you're telling? What I'm getting from you
Yeah.
is don't watch the movies when they come out and wait for the directors. Like wait for the uncut version.
The uncut, I mean, if there is an uncut version, not all the time, but like James Cameron, if you've watched The Abyss and then you watch The Abyss director's cut, the director's cut, like nuclear wars breaking out on the surface and
Right.
the aliens send like giant tidal waves. It's so much more kick ass. And you still have like Michael Biehn like losing his goddamn mind. Like, we got to set off the nuke, like totally freaked out. And the
He was He was
Yeah.
awesome.
He was
He was
great in
awesome
that.
in that. He was awesome in Terminator.
Navy SEALs,
Navy SEAls. Well, and then I like
super accurate movie.
What was the other-
It was Charlie Sheen just like, brrrr, you know, like-
Jumps off the Jeep.
Yeah,
when
jumps
they're
off
on
the
the,
Jeep,
on the
like,
bridge.
yeah.
They jump off the
That's
Jeep.
what Navy
and
SEAls do.
dives.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
There was a movie too. Oh fuck! It went right out of my head. I know when that happens. Never mind.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nothing.
Yep.
Wow.
Zipped it out.
You took the
Oh,
the
no.
energy, the
we had
conversation, everything.
Chad Canfield on here a long time ago, and he talked about what was that one with the Pacific Ocean and the robots? What am I thinking?
Pacific Rim?
Yeah, and he
Pacific
said,
Rim job?
I told him how horrible. I told him how horrible it was, and he's like, "You need to watch the director's cut. It's really good. You'll like it." And I never watched it.
Is there a director's cut of that?
I don't know, but
I saw it in
can't,
theaters
I can't
and-
see how it would be
yeah.
better.
Yeah, like even I grew up watching like Godzilla, like Toho movies. So I love like giant robots and monsters beating the shit out of each other. But that movie, it was like there was one song in it and they just played it over
Right,
and over.
but
And
like-
then you couldn't even understand the Asian girl.
But like the
Like at all. Like I couldn't understand what the fuck she was saying. Like,
like
at all.
Power Rangers ruined that shit for me.
Yeah.
You know, Power Rangers were big when I was in school, and they always came together to create
Yeah.
every fucking episode. They always come together to make a big fucking robot. Blah blah blah.
It's a ripoff of Voltron though. Voltron was the OG Power Rangers, man.
Oh, gee, Power
Yeah.
Rangers.
OG PR. It'd be Voltron. New Voltron just came out today on Netflix. Pay me, Netflix. I want some money.
I think you assume we have a big reach.
Yeah.
And that would not be
Someday,
so clear.
someday,
Someday.
right?
You don't know.
Someday.
You never
You never know. You never know. I love the fact that Netflix, Amazon Prime, that you have this other thing. Like when we were kids, HBO and Cinemax, like that was the thing that took us away from 2, 7, and 9. Right?
Yeah, well,
that was the thing. But
Cinemax
now-
just had like the skin. They never
Skin.
had anything good. It was just always
Yeah.
like
But I mean, that was
topless
the
chicks with Uzis.
that was our options though. That
Yeah.
that was like if we don't want to watch 279, we had HBO and Cinemax. That's
Right.
what we hoped to have. But now we have I mean, YouTube,
1,000 channels.
I watch YouTube more than I watch just about anything else.
right?
Like,
But
you know.
Amazon and Netflix are really coming out with great shows. That are just
Hulu
like,
as well. Hulu's got some good stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're doing a lot of their own programming and
Right. Well, then you still have things like the Bone Tomahawk that Prime came out with.
Right.
Their
With
first
Kurt Russell.
theatrical show with Kurt Russell and a couple other good actors in
Really?
it.
Right.
I've never.
Dude,
It's
I
a
love Kurt
it's a
Russell.
Western movie.
Yeah.
And when you're done, you're gonna be like, I don't think I'm gonna sleep right.
Yeah, I think I've been altered. That's how.
Wow.
I mean, do you ever? I mean, I don't know if you guys have
You're
ever
very-
seen any of those, like
You're very
somebody
very
die.
shocked.
So if you actually
Ugh.
see a video of somebody dying, I always told my
The
kids
Taliban videos.
it takes a little bit. I have never
Faces
actually
of Death. Remember those on
right.
VHS?
Well, even
Yeah.
Faces of Death, like when they showed like somebody have a car accident or some stunt guy, and he didn't survive. You see him wreck, and then he tumbles, and they go, he didn't live. Even then, I was like, oh, that makes me sick to my stomach, right? And then some of those videos of people with what's the Apache helicopters? It's in infrared, and you see him shooting and bombing.
Right.
You don't even see what's happening. It's still disturbing. In this Bone Tomahawk movie, spoiler alert.
Don't spoil it. Just say there's
There's
few
bones
scenes.
and tomahawks.
There's a
Like,
few scenes that make you like you might have to turn your head or shut your eyes. You're
I
like,
remember I
"Oh."
put my hand across this. I thought, oh my God, they're really doing this? And I put my hand across the screen. I could still hear it, which is horrible enough, which is why
Right.
Steven Spielberg's good. But then I was like, and then I looked again and they're still doing it. I'm like, I can't fucking believe this is on. I'm watching this on television. I realize it's Prime, but
Yeah.
I'm like going, this is just, I don't need to
I
see
was
that.
really surprised that Kurt Russell was involved with something as
Yeah.
graphic as that.
Well, he was in a Death Proof, and you got to remember.
Oh, God,
like,
he was good in that.
Escape from New York. Oh man,
Yeah.
and Escape from L.A. The inferior one. I just remember I went and saw Escape from L.A. with my dad, and I just and he's from that generation and RuPaul's in it, and my dad's just like don't approve of this.
Oh, the gays. They're going to take
the
over
gays,
everything.
like you got to watch out for that.
Yeah.
And he always gets hit on because he wears like penny loafers and
Your dad does?
oh yeah, like all the time,
Isn't
constantly.
that funny?
It's like.
it's like Dirty Grandpa.
But my guys though, like they're always hitting on. I'm like, yeah, it's you.
Well, it's funny. I was at
You
a
dress so smartly.
I was in Mineral Point, Wisconsin, with my lady, and we're in this art store looking at shit in this art store, and this guy comes up, and this guy who's O's there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Looking
I'm sorry.
for something special.
No, he wasn't like that at all. He was
No.
talking about how his wife and him moved there whenever, and they have this other shop down the street, and all these things. And we're looking around the shop together. We're obviously together. We're like touching each other,
Yeah.
whispering sweet nothings, whatever the fuck's going
Right,
on.
right.
And he goes, "So, hey, do you work out a lot?" She was in another part of the store, and he's talking to me, and I'm thinking like I'm not even registering it. And we
Right.
leave, and she's like, "Wow, he was really hitting on you." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "What sports do you play?
You
Are
play lacrosse.
Do you work out?
I
do you
love
work-
lacrosse.
Do you work out a lot? Where do you work out at? What do you do?
Isn't it
You
hard
know?
to get that baby oil on that part of your body? I have a really hard time reaching the baby oil. Could you help me?
Can you help me with that? I just happen to have this gallon of baby oil. on
Squirt,
me.
squirt.
I have a bottle of lube with a
brilliant.
pump. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
bad or not.
You can't carry around that. You can't just carry around the lube with the pump, the hand pump.
But you just
Yeah.
never know who's going to
Just
hit
a
on
spray
you.
I mean,
bottle.
Yeah, but like a little spray bottle.
Spritz you.
Yeah, you could take it out of your man purse, your little
Yeah.
fanny pack.
Right. What do wrestlers
Squirt,
use?
Don't say that around fanny packs. Rocky's going to get upset
Why?
because you said fanny pack and you have a little spray bottle of lube or
Who
suntan
cares?
lotion.
You know what that says? That says it works. Fanny packs are great. You can carry a bottle of lube. Nobody would even know.
Well, we're bringing fanny packs back, but wear them on your fanny. They're not crotch packs, people.
They're not
Oh.
cock covers.
They're not
Cock covers.
What's funny is Rocky, guy
They
who
should
has
be.
he has a podcast with
Oh, okay.
these guys, is that it's called the Bandwagon Podcast.
All
And
right.
he is a big fanny pack guy.
Still?
Still, he has the little leather ones, the little round ones.
Nice.
He has one. He has a conceal and carry fanny pack. He's got tons of fanny packs.
Got to watch
Wait.
out for that one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
In today's day and age, everybody wears clothing like they're going to go to the gym. And we know the majority of these fuckers are not going to the gym.
I don't think I've ever worn clothing that looks like I'm going to the gym.
Really, Zach? You do not look
Yeah,
like the guy
really?
who
Yeah, I'm like constantly.
You never
just-
walk around like just shorts and a t-shirt like this? Like you go into Walmart with some shorts and a t-shirt?
I don't know. Like I'll go into Walmart if I have to. Like if I want to feel sad.
Yeah, that's why I go to
Well,
Walmart,
that's
too.
why I go there.
Just
That and they
feel
have
better.
amazing prices.
Oh, great prices. Like if you like wearing burlap sacks as pants.
And then you get the entertainment of watching the really sad employees.
Yeah. There was this guy
They do
over
look
on
depressed.
the Blair's Ferry Walmart, like, and he was like a legend in town for years.
What?
He had like a 4-foot mullet. Like it was beautiful. Like, I mean, you've never
What?
seen, it was just, we'd go there, like this is back in college, and it'd just be like, have you guys seen the mullet dude? You're like, no. Be all like drunk and whatever.
I didn't see. I've never heard of this ever.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he's not there anymore, but it was like, you know, the Blair's Ferry one, which is like the most ghetto one in town, probably.
Right.
And I mean, like, no joke, like to his ass, and it was a mullet, but beautifully kept, like immaculate. Like the 80s ended and he never got the memo. He was just like, I'm just gonna fuck it. It's gonna keep going.
The only reason I remember that Blair's Ferry one is that we used to be roommates years ago.
Okay.
And so he
I
got
barely know this fucker. Don't let him
Yeah.
fool you.
Right on.
he got a terrible sunburn. I don't know what the hell he was doing. And I don't know if he sent me to Walmart
I was
or he
suntanning
had to
because
go.
I was going to start stripping.
Were you really?
Yeah.
You're gonna make some serious.
I was
Cash?
going to, now this is kind of a goofy story. Now
It's
remember,
a great story.
remember where you were because I don't
Oh
want you-
yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I got it. I'm in.
All right.
Zach's like,
I gotta
don't know
back-
if I want to do this.
Zach,
or not.
I got to back up a little bit because
Okay.
at
Hey,
the same
I'm not
time.
gonna judge, dude.
All right, good. Thank you. Because at the same time, I was going to church at a born again Christian church where I got fucking baptized. And then every Wednesday, we were doing Bible study.
Bible study.
Yeah.
Bible study, right?
Which turned us against it pretty much.
What church was that? Was that
Antioch Christian,
Antioch Christian
Church.
Church on 13.
Oh, yeah.
Bing.
Gotta love those.
Yeah. And so I was going to Kirkwood. And this is after I got out of the military. And there was this D-bag in my English class, creative writing class. And this guy is talking about all this money that he's making stripping. And I'm thinking, fuck, I got a way better body than you. I know. I'm 40 fucking 1 now. Okay. This is when I was like 25, 26.
You could skip rocks across these abs, bro.
Right. I was in decent shape. Anyway, I felt like, well, shit. So I started talking to the guy, like, what do I need?
What do you
What
need?
do I need? What
You
how
had
do-
hair too.
How does this work? And I had hair. So fuck you guys. Anyway, so I'm on a mission. I'm going to strip
and make extra money?
and make some extra money. Now, I didn't really need money. I had like the GI Bill. I had a great full-time job that was paying me a lot of money. I had roommates that were paying me money.
Right.
I was kind of floating in money.
Yeah.
There was really zero need for me to make extra money.
Might as well just show those ladies the angry helicopter.
Might as well.
Like, what?
It's angry.
It's angry.
It's really angry. So I decide, oh fuck, I can't do this in the complexion that I'm in now. I gotta get tan if I'm gonna show this shit off. So I go.
Did you burn your dick? Like, did you make the mistake you never make? Like, just like
No,
put me in there
no.
for 45 minutes. I can
Dude,
take it.
I was in there for 15 minutes. And then I got out. I went to Bible study class. I went to my Bible study group, and I was like, at the end, they're like, "Hey, is there anything that we should pray for?"
Pray for my blotted tan. Please make sure it's smooth.
Does anybody have anything they want us to pray about?
Oh God.
And I said, "Well, I'm thinking of stripping."
You said that at Bible study? Like Samson and Delilah. They're just like, oh my God. It's really, at an evangelical Christian church, like
Right.
uber Christian.
Yeah,
church.
uber.
Oh,
It was-
crazy.
I mean, we didn't have catchers. Do you know what catcher is, right? A catcher?
Like, well, I mean, what? He's
In
talking
the-
about
in the-
stripping, and you
in
went
the
to
biblical
catcher.
sense.
I
Like,
know.
like,
Are you
Well,
a
yeah,
top or a
that's-
bottom? Is that
Yeah,
your next
yeah.
question?
No.
Okay.
I worked with a guy.
Power Top.
I worked.
That's your stripper name, Power Top. Yeah, let's do that. Ladies and gentlemen, Power Top.
I worked with a guy who was uber religious, and I'd go, "Hey man, what are you doing this Sunday?" He goes, "I got to catch." What
the fuck?
What do you mean you got to catch, dude? You're 95 pounds. What are you catching? He goes, "Oh, I'm catching people." Where? At my church. All right, you're really driving. You're killing me. What are you doing this Sunday? I'm catching people. Why are you catching people? Well, when the priest comes over and goes, "May the Lord be with you," and
Oh,
they
God.
pass the fuck
Oh,
out,
right.
and I gotta catch them so they don't get hurt when the Lord takes away their consciousness. So, all right,
My brother went to like some crazy snake charming church down in
Right.
Florida for a while, and,
And
it was it's like speaking in tongues and
Right.
Oh yeah.
all that
Yes,
nonsense.
yes. But that wasn't our church.
Like, yeah,
That was
Is it?
we were
is it
one level
strange-
down.
Is it
We were one level
strange
down
that
from that.
that church is right next to the Blair's Ferry
is it really?
Walmart?
I wonder if the dude with the mullet
It's not
probably
right
went
next
there.
to it. It's just
Pretty
it's on the
close.
street it's on Highway
It's
13.
right down the street.
Well, because there's First Assembly, which is right there, and
No,
that's
that's-
another crazy.
that's what
no,
I'm
no,
saying.
that's where the guy was from.
That's what I'm
the guy
saying.
went to
Oh,
First
First
Assembly.
Yeah.
Oh
they're-
no, I guess you're right. I'm
I
sorry.
am
I
right,
thought you were
yeah.
talking about the one we went to.
No.
yeah, they're
I'm
nut
a-
jobs there. They do a really good The Passion though.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I've heard
They're
that.
really good.
They're
I mean,
really good.
if anybody's gonna do
Yeah.
a good one,
Oh, speaking of that, Mel Gibson's coming out with The Passion too. The Passioning.
No.
No, really, he's talking about it.
how could anybody
He's like,
be
now that
hated
I've
more?
like beat up all these women and like said all these horrible things and gotten in fights with the police, like I'm gonna make another movie about Jesus, another snuff film. Like, what the hell?
It's so horrible.
Like, for real? Like, what? Like, good career move.
Another snuff film. I have never heard it called that before, but I like it. I think
So-
it's great. Go ahead.
Didn't mean to get off tangent.
No, that's okay.
It's perfect.
So I tanned
Tanned.
one time.
Yeah.
I say it like that because it was once. I only went once. I went for 15 minutes.
Is this like super fair skinned or like
He's the ultimate cracker.
the sun has
take-
never touched
kind
this
of.
body?
Take it in, ladies.
It was kind of. Now, before this, I thought, well, I tan pretty well. Fuck it, it's not going to bother me. I
Yeah.
went one time, 15 minutes. I went to my Bible study class, told everybody I was thinking about stripping.
We were very
Now-
honest
now-
in our Bible
I
study
was.
class.
Apparently.
Yeah, you were.
You know what?
Yeah.
You can say what you want about me, but I'm an honest motherfucker,
Yes, you are.
right? As I've grown.
Why
older.
hold anything back?
Why?
Especially in Bible study. Like,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
This is what you get.
Right.
So they talked me out of it. And
No, you don't want to do that. What would Jesus do? Not
I-
strip.
Oh, really? What was he doing up there on that cross? Anyway,
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
zing.
sorry. Zing.
Mel Gibson.
Boing.
Passion 2, The Passioning.
There's like a glitter ball.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways.
so that night, the devil came to roost on my fucking skin. Dude, I was laying there in bed. I made the mistake of gently, just
Oh, no.
ever so carefully touching it. Like, oh, my fucking chest is really itchy.
Oh, once you start.
I barely touched it, and it was on. It was on like fucking Donkey Kong. It was like 1,000 ants crawling
Mm-hmm.
all over my skin, and I was freaking the fuck out, which brings us back to
Yeah.
Walmart, right?
Yes.
Because I had to go somewhere in the middle of the night to get something. I think I brought back like 6 different things to just numb the fuck out
Like
of my
lotion.
skin.
But
And
you
then, like,
broke
aloe
it. You
vera.
broke it out in the Walmart.
Yeah, I was just like, fuck it.
really? Oh my
Dude.
God.
It was so sketchy there, and this is like 20 years ago.
Well, that Walmart's it's still sketchy. Like it's the one that they haven't updated.
Well, and you
Like,
go to the
you know.
back at 4. Like this is like 4:00 in the morning. There's people playing video games in the back.
Oh, when they had arcades there still. the
yeah. Well,
arcade
even still, you can
machines.
still play the
Oh,
PlayStation
yeah, like-
4
right,
and
right.
stuff like that. You can
Right,
still do that stuff.
right.
So you go back. It's like, oh, so this is where people come to play video games when they don't have one, and it's available.
why are you and your baby up at 3 a.m.? I don't know why.
My baby don't like to sleep. Hates it.
he won't go to
Dude,
bed?
that
so
was
I'm
an
just-
amazing Jewish accent.
Thank you.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Do you do that a lot?
Yeah.
Because it was like
Sweet.
spot
Oh,
on.
Spot
there
on.
you go.
Spot on.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's that Douglas last name, man. It's just
Totally Jewish.
Mm-hmm. The promised
Totally
land.
So I'm going to segue perfectly into what it is that you do. And we were trying to talk about how do we talk about
Yeah.
this, and what do we how do we kind of describe things? But I think that I kind of talk about what you do as selling nostalgia.
Right.
I mean, that's really. I mean, it's you. I mean, you have a toy store, but you really are. I mean, you even said to me the other day about parents bring their kids up there and all jazz, and the kids are bored as shit.
Right.
And the parents are like, "Yes, this is the best place ever."
The parents are like trying to get their kids psyched.
Right.
They're like, "Come on!" And the kids are like on their cell phones or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, for me, it's just like this is the stuff I grew up with. I've always loved it. I've got a connection to it, and there's that like just that sensory connection. It's like if you had something and you were 5, and if you're like me, like I can remember, and the same thing with my business partner is like, we can remember every single toy I bought, I can pretty much remember, or I can remember getting it, or like, the first comic book I ever had, I can, remember that. And just to see people come in there, even if they don't buy anything, like they're picking stuff up, they're looking around, and it's just, everyone's got a story to that. And it's just,
well, even things that you've
fun.
Lost. I mean, I had the Millennium Falcon that you could fold open that had spots for all the characters in, and then you close it shut and it had a handle. Right. And I remember that, and I remember my dad giving it away because I didn't play with it anymore. He's like, well, we're just going to get rid of this and get rid of it, get it out of the house. And I remember going, now I look back and I'm like going, you've got to be shitting me. Right. Like, I mean, I remember he did the same thing my brother and I loved. They were called Space Legos, I think. They weren't Star Wars Legos.
No, Space Legos.
Space Legos.
Lego Space.
Lego Space. And so that was a big thing for me. Me too. Loved Space Legos.
Did you have the monorail, or did you know anyone that had the monorail?
Yes, I had everything. That was like the main Christmas present I got was Space Legos.
That monorail was no joke. I had a friend of mine who had, it was like a table, bigger than this, but his like parents had bought him like tons of track. So it was like, we literally had in like a loft space in his bedroom, a 20-foot Lego monorail with all the space vehicles and just everything like that. It was just absolutely phenomenal. And
I have a friend of mine, or I should say, my brother in California has a friend who my brother who was at a party and at this guy's house, multi-billionaire guy. He goes, his kids, my brother's kids are playing with this guy's kids, and he goes into their bedroom, this kid's bedroom, and he goes, hey, do you have Legos?
Totally normal thing to say.
I swear to God. No. Are you going to get to the story?
Yeah. So, my brother's like, where are the kids playing at? And he goes into this kid's bedroom, and the kids are all playing Legos. Right. He goes in there, and there's 3 tables all set up that have nothing but just hundreds and hundreds of packages of Legos. Yeah. And so my brother goes, well, hey, how do you know how to put these together? And he's like, oh, over here. And he goes to the wall and has a humongous flat screen that he touches a button, and he can sort through all the fucking Lego papers, but they're on digital. Wow. And he pulls one up and can pull it, stretch it out and look at it, and then they can just build anything. So obviously, like I said, they're multi-billionaires. He has every Lego. And this is one room in their house that's just for Legos for the kids.
That's awesome. That's
just for creativity.
Legos are awesome, but it's just like they were expensive when we were kids.
Fuck yes, they were.
But fucking now it's like all the really good. Oh, did you see? If you like Ninja Turtles, they're coming out with a Lego Technodrome, but it's probably gonna be like $250 to $350.
Well, my kids want the Millennium Falcon that was going to come out.
It's does anything have to be expensive anymore? Seriously, plastic, pretty easy. Legos
are they still
fairly easy to make?
Are they still made in the Netherlands? I thought Lego was still made like over there. And
I don't know if they're manufactured there. They're all still designed there. Okay. And like they've just, because when we grew up, it was like, shit, I remember when Lego Pirates came out, and that was like the end all be all. Like I was like, fuck yeah. Like
what? There's something other than rectangular
like
fucking
yeah,
bricks?
But we had like my brother, he actually went and found instructions for the Lego pirate ship, and just out of like all the remnants of our childhood Legos built this insanely multicolored like gay pride parade. Like
Dad was really happy about that one.
Ship. Yeah, Dad loved that. Yeah, big time. Well, hell, man, like that's a funny story. Like when I was like 5, because my dad was in the Air Force, I was like obsessed with anything that flew. So I like loved the shit out of My Little Ponies. Like just loved them, and like
it's a miniature Pegasus.
Yeah,
it's a miniature Pegasus.
I made him take me to My Little Ponies the movie in theaters, and I like distinctly remember him just like cringing and just like, oh god.
This is how much I fucking love you.
Yeah, this is how much.
By the way,
what have I done? Kind of thing. It's like, no, Dad, I just like the guy one. Even worse,
Right.
Because he's with all the girls and he doesn't like the girls. And it's just like, God. Unless like, I swear to God, that's what I said, like 5-year-old me.
Oh,
so good parenting. Joe, if you're watching this, I love you. Done well. Very good, sir.
But I like the idea of, because that's when I think I went into your shop and I got that Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
And
like the Micro Machine.
Yeah,
one.
the Micro Machine one, which I remember as a kid. I never got that one.
Wait. The Micro Machine one. What?
You remember Micro Machines?
Well,
They're
you
like,
got the Action Fleet one, right?
Yes.
That opened up. It was like kind of larger scale. And we actually just had a 1979 Millennium Falcon come in with the box, with the cardboard backing. This thing looked like new, like never played with. Like stickers were put on and then it was just thrown in the box and kept in grandma's basement for 30 damn years.
Did you sell it yet?
Oh, it went that day. It was like, it came in and was gone.
Oh,
You know,
God.
but it was
Are you
beautiful.
talking like this? This Micro Machine?
That's a new one. That's a
Is
brand.
that's a newer one. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, it was similar.
So the Micro Machine, you couldn't put the action figures in it,
No, well, it's
right?
Well, Micro Machines had little teeny action
like
figures.
little teeny dudes.
Oh, okay, right,
Yeah.
right.
Because it's
Okay.
micro.
That's a dead giveaway.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah, right. They weren't macro machines. Macro machines.
They're
Yeah,
huge. You
yeah.
can't take them home.
I had the old when I was as a kid. I had
Yeah.
I had the traditional Millennium Falcon.
Right.
Do you have one of those?
That's what I was talking about. We had one, and it was like original cardboard packaging, and it sold, $200 immediately.
Can somebody call you and say, "This is what I'm looking for"?
Yeah.
Zach. When it comes in, it needs to be removed from your shelf and held for me.
I do that all the time. Like a lot of times, like I'll pick specifically for people. Like if I go to a toy show, be like, I'm looking for XYZ, and I'll just, if the price is right, I'll find it for him and I'll grab it. And it's like
He's like American Pickers for
Nerds?
I wonder
action
how many
figures and
action
comic stuff.
figures are in the He-Man collection.
it's like it's not that massive. Like to put it in perspective, like G.I. Joe, a real American hero, which is from 1982 to 1994, has 400 individual figures, like including the ones that came with. Like it's ridiculous. But I think He-Man's like 80 to 100, if that. But they were like, and they had to stop the line because they were like $400 million in debt. So I'm like, how the hell do you go $400 million in debt?
Come on. See,
the
that's
80s.
the shit right there.
Oh,
That-
yeah.
That is the shit.
Dude,
That is
you
what I
got to
played
come into the
with.
You have
shop.
to
I've
come
got
into the
most of
shop.
those.
He's got all
God,
those
I've got most of
damn
those.
it.
He's got the skull mountain thing, whatever you call it.
Castle
Fucking
Grayskull.
beast
Whatever
man.
the fuck.
Skull
I was never
Mountains.
into that
Yeah,
stuff.
Castle Grayskull. Yeah.
What was the
Don't
one?
fuck it up,
I wasn't
okay?
into He-Man.
Come on.
I was into the one where the asteroid
Right
passed
there.
between the
I
moon.
can't tell you how
and-
many hours of fun.
Oh, yeah.
How many hours?
Yeah, I just sold a
Days.
Skeletor on the card today. Like it was kind of a beat
What
up
was
one.
I've asked you this before. What was the cartoon where the asteroid passed between the moon and the Earth and pulled things off, and then it was like apocalyptic
Dude,
kind
what
of
the
thing?
fuck is this?
Oh,
What's
that's
that?
that's the newer one.
Fuck that.
That's
The new one looks like shit.
those
Hi,
actually
I'm
sell
an
for
Asian He-Man.
those actually
What?
sell for like a ton, and it's from Matty Collector,
Oh
and
my
they're like
God.
modern. Some of them are going for like $200 to $400. But
Now
like
that's a good one.
yeah,
That's
I
pretty
had
crazy.
that one before, but yeah, I sold that one.
That's
But yeah,
Zach, I would like you to find me.
Please find
the
me,
very
He-Man.
handsome He-Man that his shoulders are back and
do you want him burned? Does he need to have lotion?
fucking
With 'em?
Man at Arms. God
Man,
damn.
no,
this
Fisto. Fisto's the best.
Where's Fisto?
Fisto, the guy with the big fist. His name's Fisto.
Fucking Mechaneck.
That's like, Dad, I want to date this guy. His name's Fisto. No. Absolutely
Mechaneck.
not.
See, I could not get into Skeletor.
This was one of my favorites.
Battle Damage He-Man.
Yeah,
I've got one of him.
that was one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
God damn right.
I got Battle Damage He-Man, Battle Damage, or like Battle Armor.
I gotta
whatever
look
it
for
is.
Fisto. I gotta look for
Fisto, dude. And there's so many memes going around. I mean, like,
Oh, Trap Jaw.
yeah,
That
love
fucker
guy.
was crazy.
Love that guy.
That was one of the craziest toys as a kid back then. That was, I mean, that's alien. That's
Yeah, it
fucking
is.
weird.
That's weird.
What's
shit.
so funny about He-Man though is like they all use like the same mold for the most part.
for the arms and
for
the
the arms
torso,
and the upper
legs.
torso.
Just the head
Right.
is changed pretty much.
Yeah, but I was total GI Joe. So for me, it was just like
I gotta look for Fister.
There's a guy who had a flaming sword. I
Yeah.
thought, and he had
I don't
a
know
horse.
what show you're talking
It's
about.
a cartoon, Saturday morning cartoon that he had like a horse like thing that he
Jesus
rode
Christ,
that had
yeah.
like weird hooves and
Yeah, Fisto.
Fisto.
Dude. Yeah, look at that.
I had that guy.
Look at that mustache.
I had that fucking guy.
Yeah. Well, it was like so. He-Man, Prince Adam,
Yeah, Prince
would always
Adam.
wear a pink shirt and like a white skin tight thing, and then like purple underwear or some shit, and then he would morph and turn into a shirtless version of that. And then his cat's name was Cringer, but he would like man up and turn into Battle Cat, and that was like
he'd man up.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
he'd
hey, did
grow
you
some
know that
testes.
Zach
his
is
best-
a big cat guy?
yeah.
What?
I like.
He's got 2 Tommies at home, and he has really funny cat videos on his Facebook
I
page
got stupid. Did you see the one that my friend just posted?
with all the
today?
cats attacking kids. They
Oh
walk
yeah,
by.
the cats attacking kids. Yeah, that was great. Like, oh, you're just small enough to where we think you're prey.
Well, they talk about how cats, compared relatively size-wise to all other cats, are by far the most. If you took a house cat
Yeah.
and made it tiger size, it'd fuck everything up.
Oh, it would. Yeah, it'd eat you.
They would eat
Like,
you.
yeah, no
Absolutely,
kidding.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
I love that aspect because I am not a huge. I'm not a huge animal guy. Period. I don't
Right.
mind. I don't mind animals, but I've never considered myself a cat guy.
Uh huh.
My girlfriend has this cat, and this cat loves me.
Yeah,
And
just
every time-
won't leave you alone.
and every
Just
time,
like, hey,
no,
what's up?
yeah, and so,
Hello,
she'll come over.
pussy.
She'll come over next to me, and she'll lay down and turn over, and she's like, "Look at her, she just loves you." And so I pet her, and she purrs and meow and makes noises, and she likes me, and that's a nice cat, and I like her too. But I never thought of myself as a cat guy. But this cat is awesome,
You just got to meet the right one. You know,
They're-
it's like, and they're
and she
they're
is
hella,
the right. Mew is the
Yeah.
right cat.
They're hella
For sure.
neurotic. Like dogs like just love you. I mean, like period. That's
All
what.
right.
Yeah,
See-
faker.
Okay,
Faker.
absolutely faker, right?
Yeah,
All right. So I
We're
don't know
way
what
past.
I don't know
this
what
stuff.
that series is,
it's
but that's like the best looking dolls.
it's the it's the modern one. There's 6 inches.
Those are modern.
Yeah, there's
That's the
6-inch ones, and it's by I think could be wrong. I think 4 Horsemen do them through Matty Collector, and Matty Collector is like a mail away Mattel sponsored like online figure subscription service, and people go bonkers for that stuff. But they're really really well made. That company did a lot of like the DC Universe action figures like mid 2000s.
Yeah.
But they just did a Filmation He-Man, which sold out immediately, and people were scalping them for $200+, and it cost like $40. People were furious on Facebook, like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "You assholes are gonna pay for it, so you know, sorry." Like, I don't do that, but
What
yeah.
is your end all be all favorite action figure that you have stashed away somewhere or whatever?
Well, my all-time favorite anything would be that aircraft carrier, the USS Flag. I mean,
Have you seen that?
dude, it's
What?
like type in GI Joe USS Flag. It's 7 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 3 feet high. Like it is like,
It takes up his whole living room.
yeah, my dining room.
I'm sorry, your dining room.
Fuck it, I don't need a table. I have a fucking aircraft carrier, and and you can put
Dude, I started typing in GI Joe. USS Flag was like boom.
yeah, boom.
Yeah.
That thing is awesome.
And make sure you pull up a picture that shows like to scale against
Yeah,
a
just
little kid or
like-
something.
Well, as a little kid,
Holy
it's huge.
fuck!
Yeah, it's yep.
Come on.
It's no joke.
It's amazing.
Well, that is, I would say, at that era, that was like a modern day train set.
No, I think it was way beyond
it was
that.
beyond. It is the largest mass-produced toy ever made in history. Period. Not
Period.
period.
We're done talking about this.
We're done.
It's fucking done.
JoJo.
What I said was, you pretty much could put it in the Bible. It is fucking truth.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is.
How much do those motherfuckers go for?
They're actually more common than you would think, but you can get one for like
Yeah,
because
because nobody wants them in their goddamn house. 'cause they're
Yeah. Well,
ginormous.
the selling point
Well,
was
there goes our living room.
well, the selling point was so hilarious. It was like you can fold it up and put it under your children's bed. Like if they have a king size bed, I guess. Like what the hell? But no,
You
I
know
love
what
it.
though? But as a display case,
Oh, it's amazing.
it's awesome.
Yeah. Like
It
if
is
we
awesome.
whenever we do expand and get like a actual size store,
It depends.
I'm
if
gonna have
that
it in there.
Fucking evil person gets his way.
Oh God, who will remain?
Wait, you know what?
nameless?
Part of it,
Who
though,
will
you want
remain
to
nameless?
move out on your own. You want to find your place. Like you said,
We don't want to be rushed, and it's just like
yes.
it's our first summer down there, and business is picked up, and like
Dude, they're doing thousands of dollars a week. They're doing really well.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, it varies, but
It's
a lot of work.
retail,
Here's
dude.
to you, sir. Good job.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
retail. I'm glad you're making money.
Congratulations.
Period.
yeah,
Anybody who starts a business and they're like, "Hey, we're actually pulling in some cash."
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Good for
Well, it
you.
took 3-4 years to get here. A lot of work,
Right,
but
it's no joke.
Right.
it's
Right.
like and of course, I don't know. It's like you guys are successful. It's like as soon as you hit that point, like you have people come in, it's like I was thinking of opening a toy store myself. Oh, do you have unlimited time and a bunch of money? And
Do you want the rest of the
oh.
world to hate you?
Yeah, like know what you're doing. Like,
Well, I've had people come to me and say, "Hey, we want to do a podcast," and I was like, "Well, you talked to my buddy, but he's done this for 3 years and he's
Right.
troubleshooted every fucking problem that's ever happened to us. Yeah, you can go spend $5,000 in a studio for yourself, but can you troubleshoot everything you could
the
possibly
trial and
imagine?
error.
Yeah,
It's just the same thing.
It's time. It's figuring out all the back channels. Like what do I have to do to put my voice on the computer? What do I have to do to get it on? How do I get an RSS feed? What the fuck is an RSS feed?
right.
Once you figure it out, then you're like, okay, well, how do I make it sound good? Well, now you've done all that.
Right.
Now you're like, okay, do we have content?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if, like, for me, it's like I learned something new. Like, today I shipped out, like, a bunch of stuff to Canada. Well, I don't do a lot of shipping to Canada. So, again, it's like I had to go down to the post office. By the way, postal workers rock. Like, so...
my post office is great.
Yeah, I love it. And they'll just be so nice to you. But it's like, when we first started, like, I put a bunch of stuff on eBay, and stuff started selling instantly. I never sold a damn thing on eBay. I didn't even have a fucking printer. So I was like running around town getting a printer, like telling this customer, like, I've never done this before. I don't know. And he's like, don't worry, I'll be gentle. Like, and,
Sounded like my first time.
yeah, but it was, it's just a learning experience, and, it's cool. And
So you don't use stamps.com. Is it stamps.com?
Yeah.
Where you have you weigh your package.
yeah.
You print out your own label at your place, and then you just...
Well, I do like USPS.com, and then, like we do stuff through eBay. So if it's something like, if I'm shipping anywhere like domestically, yeah, that's pretty straightforward. But if it's like I'm going to ship anywhere internationally, I usually feel more comfortable if I go to the post office, because it's like if I fuck up on the customs form, they'll let me know. And otherwise, it's not just like sitting in South America somewhere.
Where's the furthest you shipped a toy before?
Well, I've shipped to Brazil, like Netherlands, Finland, UK, like
Oh, wow.
How the
all
fuck
over.
are they finding out about you? Oh, because of
The eBay,
eBay?
page, and then also I saw a lot just directly through Facebook groups. Because eBay takes 10%, PayPal takes 3%. I mean, 13%. That's quite a bit of margin
Sure.
gone for no reason. Yeah. Oh, that's Kokomo Toys, Indiana. That's their first location, and they've expanded. They're huge.
Wow.
we don't just need one.
Oh no,
We need too many.
8.
We need.
yeah,
too
they're not
many.
all complete, but yeah, they're pretty.
Oh,
pretty awesome.
well.
Oh, well,
I'm just
good
saying,
try.
I got a
Good try, you guys.
Good try, new guy.
Yeah.
But that's not a complete set.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cheeseburgers.
Is yours a complete set?
These 212 soft tacos should be sufficient for the Doctor Who marathon. Loneliness and cheeseburgers is a painful combination. No, mine's not complete. Like,
Oh, God.
the mic still works though. So I can just like, all right, all you Joes, get out there. Just because that's what you do. But like, no, but me and a couple customers, yeah, me and a couple customers were actually talking about doing like a Warhammer 40K type tabletop RPG, but using full-size G.I. Joe vehicles and figures and doing it down at First Turn Games here. And I went and asked the owner, I was like, would you be cool with something like that? He's like, hell yeah, man, bring it in. I was like, all right, we probably need a full day to set up and then leave it here overnight. And then I was like, and then we'll just have like our 25-sided die and like casting. All right, it looks like, give me a roll.
Oh my God.
That'd be
This
great.
is fucking
My 25
Geeksville. Jesus
25
Christ.
as soon as you said 25-sided die, I was like,
Yeah, exactly.
what?
D&D.
D&D. Yeah,
Dude.
that was the one thing I didn't get into.
That was the first one. That was
Really?
the very first 25. I mean, it wasn't 25-sided die, but that was the very first. D&D was the very first thing that were people got together and you're like, okay, this is. You pull up your card and you roll your fucking dice, and every time you played it, it was a different outcome.
Yeah, I never played it. Like I was that dickbag like in high school where a couple of my friends played Dungeons and Dragons.
You're like, nerd.
Yeah, and I just show up and be like, if it's all made up, like I'm a 400 put, I'm Godzilla, and I just kill you all. And it's like, that's not how it works, Zach. I'm like, why not? It's not a video game. I can do that, right? They're like, just get the fuck out of my mom's basement.
Get out of my mom's basement.
I'm like, okay.
But I remember going to one where I thought, well, I couldn't get it. And they're like, okay, so we'll do it for you. So you have these choices. You rolled this, you can do this, you can do this. And I was going, why? Why would I want to do this and do this? Well, you can help such and such. And I was like, I just can't. My brain doesn't work that way. Sorry, I just can't do it. So,
That's all right. It's not for
I
everyone.
mean, that's a lot like the video games that are on iPhones and stuff like that now, like World of Warcraft. Is it World of
Yeah,
Warcraft?
I can't get
of,
into it.
Clash of Clans.
Clash of
like,
Clans.
Oh, I got to build up my arsenal, and then I got to have some factories.
Well, there's
and
one
some
where you
farms.
can attack people too. What's that
Yeah,
one
that's
called?
Clash of Clans.
No, there's another one that's like a military. You can take boats and you go and you attack a beach, and then you can. There's bazooka guys, and there's
it's basically
the same
all
thing?
the exact same idea fundamentally.
the best video game I've ever seen for a phone is Alto's Adventure. Snowboarding game. It's super easy to do and really fun, and it's always changing. Has great music, good graphics, and that's the only game I've ever played. Like, if I'm stuck somewhere, I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do for the next 15 minutes?
Super Shway Bra. Check out this.
Yeah,
Super shway.
Sean
Super
White's all
Shway
over. Sean-
Shaka Bra. Like, go catch some snow. Get some 1080s on. Like, I have, snowboarding, dude, on my phone. Gonna go hit the slopes.
That's not why I like it, Zach.
Yeah,
You
really?
bastard.
Yeah.
The
No,
dust
it's
is
not.
Primal.
Gonna carve
You
some
thought for a really long time to come up with that one fucking line, you asshole.
Dude, this is 100% pure snow.
snow. Good stuff.
What was that from? What movie was that from?
Is it
I want my
Hot Tub-
I want my
Hot
$2.
Hot Tub
no,
Time Machine?
not Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh, that movie.
But
God, it was good.
John Cusack is in it with Booger.
Oh, is that when he's like, beer me, and the beer goes flying, comes into the screen, and he catches it anytime during the movie? It's like
What movie is that?
I don't know.
It's a
about-
snow.
I don't know.
It's a snow, like a skiing movie that came out in the 80s.
I don't know.
Well, that narrows it down.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay,
Great,
shut the
Todd.
fuck up.
Great, Todd.
You have the computer right in front of you, ass.
Yeah, John Cusack.
I think-
IMDb. I'm a douchebag.
Good old IMDb. What did we do before all this? Like, we just didn't.
We just
know.
didn't.
You just
we
didn't
just
know.
didn't fucking know.
You just said
or
stupid
you
shit.
or you talked out of your ass for a really long
Right.
time. That's
Exactly.
what it was. You're just like, oh, I'm pretty sure this is it, so I'm just going to say it. Or we'll just sit here.
Well, you just go to the library and like go to the card catalog or like the Rolodex.
I remember being in 4th grade and going to do a report
They're like, you have to
on
use the card
tigers.
catalog. Yeah.
And I went to the card catalog. I had the encyclopedias, and I had to go through and find certain sections of information and put them all in. I had to sit there for 4 hours doing it all by myself. And now it's just like, if you want to know something, it is instantaneously at your fingertips.
Well, now you just copy paste.
right.
Done.
And just make sure you copy paste a lot so you don't get plagiarized.
I heard now that colleges actually they can take your paper and send it through, whether it's an app or it's that it will automatically screen everything
Yeah.
and be able to pull out phrases and sentences and find out if they're plagiarized or not. So if you turn in like your master's degree
Yeah.
and you put it through there, they can fucking see if you've plagiarized.
Well,
at
they
all.
should have something like that. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I think
it's
that's
crazy.
a good idea.
So anything, nothing.
Dude, there's so many fucking movies with John Cusack.
Yeah, he
In the
was
80s, it's a John Cusack movie in the 80s.
yeah. Say anything. Go for say anything forward.
I think it's Say Anything. It might be Say Anything.
There was skiing in that movie?
Yeah, there's no skiing in that movie.
Was there?
Now, not who's Jeremy Piven is in Say Anything.
I'm going
That's-
to type in, I want my $2.
Is he? He didn't say anything?
He is like a crazy guy with a funny hat in that movie. He's John
Jeremy
Cusack.
Piven, crazy guy in
Yeah.
a movie. That's just
And then they're in
Real stretch.
They're in Serendipity together, which is
Yeah.
another movie which I like it quite a bit. You ever see High Fidelity with John Cusack?
yeah. I love that movie.
Isn't that a good movie?
Yeah, it's-
That's like Jack Black's coming out movie.
Jack Black, where he just rips the cash register off, like crushes a dude with it, like it's just like wow, just loses it. That's one of his that's one of the first movies I remember like Jack Black.
That's where he came out as that guy. And ever since then, he's been kind of that guy in his movies.
Yeah, I had a friend that worked with him on the set of Year One or whatever. And he
oh, really?
Yeah, he would just go around the set and be like, "You want a picture?" To everyone, be like, "No, Jack, I've already got 3 pictures of you. Are you sure?"
$2. Well, it's funny. See, my mom had to leave early to take my brother to school and my dad to work because $2 cash. See, the problem here is that my little brother this morning he got his arm caught in the microwave and my grandmother dropped acid and she freaked out and hijacked a school bus full of penguins. So it's kind of a family crisis. So come back later. Great.
Did that kid just brush his hair with a switchblade?
Switchblade comb, motherfucker.
Both my kids each have one. Sorry.
You also have a
switchblade
switchblade fucking beer opener.
Yeah.
You got to think
Why
about
don't you want to
switchblades.
have a switchblade beer opener?
That's an 80s thing, switchblades. Like, remember as a kid, it was like, you always knew a friend of a friend that had a switchblade?
Better Off Dead. Better Off Dead.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was the movie. Better Off Dead.
Oh, I like that movie.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but it was good.
You just aged us bad. How old are you, Zach?
35.
Oh,
Yeah.
too far off. I'm only 10 years older than you are. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Just kidding.
Oh, Todd.
Oh,
You're
Todd.
almost dead.
You're almost dead. Like my lady says, you're so close to 50.
So,
Stop.
thanks for
stop
reminding me
saying
of
that.
that. Like,
Stop.
yeah.
I feel on this side of 50.
Yeah, but soon
not
you'll
that
be getting
side.
discounts on coffee and...
Okay, Zach, you're
You
not
know,
helping anything
like-
at all.
that
That does not make me feel better.
Yeah, but soon
You just heard
you'll
me.
be able to get the senior
discount.
discount.
I can't wait to go to the movies. I can afford to go.
Holy shit.
My dad always plays up like
senior
the
fucking discount.
my dad, like, he plays up like the military like discount thing.
Oh, sure.
You know, so it's always like, "Thank you for your service." I'm like, "Dad, what the hell war did you fight?" Like, no, I put missiles on a bunch of airliners back in, the 6-Day War.
Did I wear a uniform? I'm a fucking vet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of one of those.
I get my omelets for free.
I'm going to IHOP today for sure.
What was I just gonna say? God damn it. Oh, have you guys seen Dirty Grandpa?
Who was in that?
Dirty Grandpa? Like
Or-
the one with
Zach.
the
was-
Jackass one?
No.
No. Zach Galfin, not Zach
Galifianakis.
Galifianakis. Zach Heffron.
Yeah, Zach Heffron and Robert De Niro, right?
Yeah.
Was that any good? Because the
It was
trailers looked
Terrible.
It was
Oh,
Fanatis. It was fantastic.
It was.
Have another
It
beer,
got like
bro.
the worst.
Yeah, there you go.
It got the worst reviews
I'll
ever.
have
It
another
looked
beer.
awful. Like,
It did look really terrible.
did you like all like they're like, Zach, like people like the press is like, "Did you know Zach Efron swings both ways?" It's like, dude, look at the guy. Of course he does. Oh, and he came out with that one piece of shit movie where it's just all about him pursuing his dream as a DJ, like in LA or some garbage.
It was like a documentary kind of thing.
No, it's just
What?
like Zach Efron like playing this. I just remember seeing previews and I'm like, having
Never
DJ'd
saw
for like
it.
12 years, I'm like, that's the biggest load of shit like ever.
Well,
You
there's
know?
so many movies you hear about. I heard about like the Jimi Hendrix movie coming out with what's his name
Really?
from Outkast?
Fuck.
He I forget his name from Outkast.
Andre 3000.
Yeah, Andre 3000 is, and he learned how to play guitar left-handed, like all this crazy shit, and it never came out.
Yeah, I was like, I've never seen that.
Yeah, but they
I'd
said
probally watch it because he's not
Well-
too bad of an actor. Andre Benjamin is his screen
right,
name.
but he's done. He played guitar on Janelle Monáe's album. I mean, he's a legit guitar player now.
I don't
she's
know who
awesome.
that is. but-
Oh my god! Just saying the word makes me want to jizz in
She's-
my pants.
She's
Janelle
fucking
Monáe.
awesome.
It just
she's great.
sounds so smooth. It sounds like jerking off with
Janelle
silk,
Monáe.
doesn't it?
Janelle
Monáe.
I don't know. Maybe I just haven't had enough silk in my
I
life.
think- yeah, I don't have any
Or
silk.
like a fur mitten.
a fur mitten. Who are you people?
Turn
God.
it inside out. It's just
Yeah.
crazy.
You don't know that the door's locked to leave the studio.
Yeah.
Janelle Monáe. God, it just sounds.
But he's
so
playing
smooth.
guitar on albums of other people.
Yeah.
because he learned how to play and he's good.
Well, Outkast was phenomenal.
Fucking
you know,
incredible.
Great.
My girlfriend, she's like, "What's that album?" And I was like, "It's a double album that they did, Love and War and something else." I mean, Outkast had an
I've got
awesome.
it on vinyl.
Hey, what's
actually.
that?
Yeah, I've got
Hey,
it
what's
on
that
vinyl.
album?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know?
You don't know?
No,
You
wasn't
have
that-
no idea.
You're just like,
Well, this is the double album. You stupid bitch.
That's not what I I meant.
You self-righteous, pompous bastard. Hey, what's this album? It was a question, Todd. It's just a simple question.
And I said it's a double album by Outkast. It's
What
really
a dick.
great. It's really
What
great.
a
Let
dick.
me play you my favorite song on it. That's what I said.
That's what you should have
Ah,
said.
na, na, ha, na, ha, na, ha, na, ha, na, ha.
Yeah, that's my favorite song for sure.
Yeah, that's how it goes, right? That's,
Yeah. Oh, that's
thought
a-
so.
yeah.
Spot on.
My baby, no, my son, no. Yeah, whatever. That's the popular song off that album, right?
Yeah.
So
I
that
think
was
yeah.
a double
so.
album?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to refer to something.
Double LP. I think
Double
would be-
LP,
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
right.
double LP.
Okay.
Because they're
so-
long players.
Yes.
They're not EPs, which would just be the short ones.
Short ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Welcome
You guys
to
are-
pretentious.
Welcome to
Yeah.
the world, my friend.
Yeah. No, I'm digging it.
There you go.
I feel hip, daddy.
I am picking up what you're putting down, my friend.
Absolutely everything. In fact, my back hurts.
Picked up so much stuff today.
Goddamn right. Back bracing 24/7 around you motherfuckers.
Oh wow.
Oh God.
All the hot knowledge you bastards are dropping on
Give
me.
me that hot knowledge.
Yeah, definitely hot knowledge. So, Zach.
Yeah. So anyway, after all the hot knowledge and back braces, like what the hell?
What have I got
What's
myself into?
what's happened?
What's going on? It's gone downhill so fast.
Oh, God damn you, Zac Efron.
Does he really swing both ways? I didn't know that about him.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I mean,
He's a very
Sure.
good-looking guy, but that doesn't necessarily assume that you go.
You know
both
what?
ways.
Probably the most important question is who fucking cares?
cares. Yeah.
right, no one. Who cares
You're-
about Zac Efron? Like,
You know what? No one cares
You know
what
I think he's
anybody
a good
does
actor.
with anybody's
I don't.
dick.
I think he's a good actor.
in what?
What was he in
Yeah,
that was
in
great?
what?
Bad Grandpa?
Okay, good point. I liked it.
And it
I
was-
really,
you
saw
I really,
it? I didn't.
I watched it. I liked it. I laughed. I thought it was great.
And then he was one where he played like a frat guy at a house next to the people who actually Jason
with
Segel.
Good Neighbors. Good Neighbors.
Is it Jason?
with-
Yeah,
neighbors. Yeah.
it's not Jason Segel. It was
Seth
Seth Green.
Seth Rogen.
Seth.
Friggin' Seth Rogen. Just stop. Please stop.
He can't help it. That's
Yeah,
how he laughs,
it's like-
Zach.
What Adam Sandler or whatever the hell.
Yeah, it's Seth
Like,
Rogen.
Just stop.
Yeah, and see, I thought he was funny in that. I thought that was good.
He came back for Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising.
Neighbors 2, Electric Neighborloo.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I never even heard of Neighbors 2. Did it really happen?
It really happened.
This summer.
It really happened.
This summer it came out. It happened. You didn't feel it when it came
I
out?
did not
You
feel
didn't-
the heat.
just the-
Neither did I feel the heat from what was that dancing movie with where the strippers that was
Oh,
XXL came
oh yeah,
out?
you'd know about that, right? Magic Mike.
Goddamn
XXL.
great movie.
Yeah, best movie
I learned
ever.
so much shit, but because Dance Nation had been out on my Xbox for as long as it had been,
some
I felt like
DVR,
I could
yeah.
keep up with him. So
Yeah.
as I'm watching, I'm like, watch this shit. I can do the same thing.
It was
Well,
like,
who's the main guy in
wow,
that?
wow, wow.
Who's the main guy?
dude in that movie?
It's Channing
Channing
Tatum.
Now listen,
Channing's
Tatum.
Yeah.
that's
It's like
not 'cause he can-
Daniels Craig.
He can he can dance. I'll give him that.
Oh yeah,
If he wants to.
he can. Well, he used
Or
to
you
be a
can leave
stripper.
the whole world
he,
behind.
he used to be a stripper.
He used to be
in real life.
The movie's
Yeah.
about him, right? It's kind of.
Sure.
You know what's really funny? What's really funny is when men go to shows like that and it's a female stripping.
Showgirls?
Yeah, like showgirls.
Showgirls.
So if a lady, if a wife watches or sees her husband goes to see that movie, it's just nothing but, oh fuck. Really?
Yeah.
You're gonna
Perv.
But when ladies
Sleeping on the couch.
right, but when the ladies went and saw that, they're like, no, he's a really good dancer. That's a legit.
They're really
movie.
good actors.
No, he was
I did think he was a good dancer,
A wonderful
but-
story. Yeah,
Wonderful
you went
story.
totally queer,
Wonderful story. It was horrible.
Yeah, you
dude.
just
You went really gay on me when that. Yeah. When you talk about him and you start touching yourself, you
I just
might
can't-
want
I
to
just
start
get a
talking
little-
to your
Thought he
therapist
was
about other
phenomenal.
things.
Oh God.
You might
Yeah.
want to change up the topic
I
of
will start
conversation.
talking to her about.
Why is it
The
when
Channing
I talk
Tatums.
about Channing Tatum?
Why do I refer to him as Channing's Tatum? Why?
like-
I feel
don't-
flush. I feel.
I am perspiring.
Oh my.
Is it hot in here? Oh my gosh. Oh, Zach, don't bring your father around because I'm feeling frisky. Oh my God. No, he was great. He was a great actor.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
I
went
think
like,
Channing Tatum's
Southern
kinda
Baptist.
overrated. Yeah, Southern Baptist. Well, I always thought like David Cross, you know, the comedian.
Yeah.
Have you seen his like stand up where he's talking about like if Jesus was an effeminate white man from the South? He's like, hi there, y'all. I know you're very upset. There's just not enough fish out there for it. But don't worry, we're just going to make a little bit of fish. And there you go. There's plenty of that and plenty of bread. You guys happy? I'm just going to talk on this mound for a while. Just everybody relax. The sun's nice. You know, like, I mean, come on, y'all. I'm going to stop fighting. Sodom and Gomorrah up in here. Ooh, it's hot. Like, you know, just imagine, you know, but the scribes just
Dude,
didn't
have you
capture that.
thought about doing
Yeah, you're
stand-up?
you're a very
Yeah.
funny guy.
You were, yeah.
I've got that like my whole life. People are like, oh, did you stand up? But I could never like write it all down. And I just think it would be a disaster. And I'd have to like have so much liquid courage I'd probably just go up and fall off the goddamn stage. Like,
But that
hey
line,
guys, man.
fuck,
Yeah,
fuck! I drove for fucking 8 hours to
Yeah.
bomb with you fuckers. Fuck.
Yeah. No, I worked on impressions like my whole life, like growing up. So I'd always do like that, the you know, just like really flamboyant.
I
thing around
love
my-
that gay Jesus.
The
That
gay
was
Jesus.
Yeah,
fan-
the
that
gay
was-
Hi y'all. Was it like it's like the gay neighbor from Family Guy? It's like, I'm just a bumblebee. Watch out, Buzz. I might just go and sting you. It'll just be a little sting. You won't even notice. Hi there. Oh, hi, flower. Oh, I like that stamen. That's a nice juicy stamen you got, y'all. Buzz. Oh, hi. Did you hear what happened to Gary? No, what happened? Well, you wouldn't believe. We went to the grocery store. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That would,
Oh, dude, that was
Oh, dude.
fantastic.
That was better than me stripping that story.
Oh,
God.
100 times better.
100 times better.
100 times
You never
times
made it
better.
that far. You
Yeah, you really
burnt your
didn't.
Johnson
you
off.
really didn't get
Ladies and
that
gentlemen,
far.
get ready for Burnt Johnson. Burt Johnson? No, Burnt Johnson.
Burnt, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Burnt.
Did that, like,
But if you could have been my DJ, if you could have
Yeah.
like, got
ladies
me
and gentlemen, get ready. Put your hands together. Please put your hands together.
burnt.
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 Burt's Ernie.
Oh,
Yeah.
I used to have an Ernie cookie jar when I was a kid. I loved.
Did you really?
Nice
Ernie,
segue.
Ernie,
Nice
was,
segue.
Ernie was my favorite.
Was it a cookie jar? It's like to put my hand in there. Watch out, get stuck. Chocolate chips, cookie dips.
Oh my god,
Uh,
my stomach hurts really bad.
God damn you.
Sorry, too much.
Jesus Christ Almighty!
I need another beer.
No, you don't.
I got a couch, Todd.
I don't
Take that.
One, yeah. Hey.
Boom. You like that? I got a couch, bro.
I got a couch. See you later.
Nobody else does.
Yeah, they're so rare.
Check it out. It's a mint condition couch. Don't open that pizza box. It's still sealed. Yeah. I joked around. Oh, don't open that cheeseburger. It's still mint and package.
Yeah, have you seen that McDonald's cheeseburger that they've had for how many years now? That looks exactly the same
Yeah.
as the day they made it.
Don't be surprised.
God damn you.
I was haunted this morning by my Big Mac attack. I had a Big Mac attack this morning.
Can you get a Big Mac early in the morning? I guess
It
so.
showed up. It's the uninvited guest. Oh man.
Yeah, McDonald's is 24/7 now.
For breakfast. I didn't know it was
No, you-
24/7 for anything.
Yeah, I think you can get anything.
For anything.
That's so gross.
Hi, I heard you guys do anything.
That's the grossest thing I've ever heard.
Hey, hey, me and my friends were out drinking tonight. We heard you do anything.
I'd like a McPick 2 for $5, please. 2 handies. With ketchup. Thank you. Well, now you pull up and it's like automated. It's like a lot of those places now. It's like robotic
Because they have douchebags who can't remember. Hi, welcome to McDonald's.
Well, you pay people
can I
$4
take your
an
order?
hour and like the worst job in the world. Like
Yeah, but $4 an hour shouldn't mean that you're hiring a functioning retard.
Right.
You should still be able to say, "Hey,
How you
welcome to
doing?
McDonald's. Can I take your order?"
Right.
You should be able to say that. If you
And then
can't say
shit
that,
in their food.
and then and then you
Right.
shit in their food.
Here's your chocolate fries.
Is that a chip?
Oh God.
Dude, anytime you want to go drinking.
Yeah.
If I
I'm
feel
down.
really bad about myself, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna text you. Can you make me happy?
just come on down.
Can we drink and I can look at your
There you
Millennium
go. That
Falcons
could be his
and your
actual
knee-man?
hashtag make me happy.
Hashtag make me happy.
Hashtag make me
Hashtag
happy.
not on Twitter because it's annoying.
I
I don't
Twitter's
get it.
tough now because I mean I've been on.
It's really hard to fucking read. Like I don't read Twit.
right.
I don't read it. I don't
Facebook
get
is
it.
okay.
I like twatter. That's
Twatter.
Twatter.
Yeah.
I think
Twattering.
That's the dirty
Yeah.
Twitter.
I just don't. It's just
Have
too
you
much
cleaned your
information in
Twitter
too
lately?
small amount of time. And so now, I mean, when you scroll through it, it's like it's been kind of overtaken by corporations and selling
Oh, yeah.
things. So
Yeah.
you can't really
Well,
like.
Just a couple years ago, it got big. So it was like every news organization was like, check out our Twitter feed at Fox News. Go fuck yourself. Like, whatever. Fox News, not a news corporation. Check it out. Like,
Right.
whatever. Unless you
Well,
like
that's
Fox News, in which case.
News became let me get shit from Twitter.
Right.
Let
Yeah.
me just read what's on Facebook and what's
Well,
on
it's like
Twitter.
If you
shot
follow
themselves-
you follow Steve Martin on Twitter, he does one like maybe once, twice a week, and they're fucking hilarious tweets. And that to me, I was like, oh, that's enjoyable. I
Well,
can,
Steve Martin's a genius.
right, but so you can see that once in a while. That's entertainment to me. That's that's fun to watch and see that. But I don't want to see Kim Kardashian's new eyelashes
Right.
or whatever. You know?
I mean, I'll see her ass. Like,
What? Why?
Why? I mean,
Yeah,
like,
why?
I don't. It's an ass.
It's
Yeah,
big-
but there's so many.
I
there's
know,
so
like,
much ass. out
Okay,
there.
so
I'm just saying,
my
you go to-
ex, I watched every season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians and Mob Wives, but Mob Wives I kind of liked.
Really?
Well, there's never been so much cursing.
Now I think
Umbrella.
you just
No,
turned-
I lost
look
a
at-
friend.
You lost a friend
I lost a friend. You didn't watch Mob Wives with Big Ange?
No, it's
with Big Ange.
With
Who
Big
the
Ange.
fuck
really,
is that?
really interesting talking to you.
Oh,
Oh
oh.
jeez.
Well, I didn't enjoy the Kardashians.
Does that bring you back?
Okay,
Yeah.
well, if you didn't enjoy it,
No, I
then
didn't.
maybe I can.
Matt,
No, I just got drunk, and it was like
Matt has it on a
It's
loop in
on.
his house, and that's why he doesn't.
on a
like it.
loop.
It's a fucking loop, Zach. There's a fucking loop of Housewives of Orange County,
Okay.
of it's Bravo.
Housewives of
You know what?
Atlanta is the worst.
It's just fucking Bravo.
Yeah,
If
Bravo in general.
If I could assassinate, now maybe this is too harsh, and maybe I shouldn't say it. Allegedly, there's
There
that
you go.
magic word that gets me out of everything.
Right.
Allegedly, if I would want to destroy something evil, I mean straight
Just
out
use
of
destroy. Yep,
straight
okay.
out of
So they
Satan's
use in cartoons.
Satan's dick hole, something straight out of Satan's dick hole. It would be the Bravo channel.
Yeah.
The Bravo channel is possibly the worst channel of television.
It's always been like that.
It's all fucking drama. It's all
My guilty
fucking
pleasure
cunts.
though, Project Runway. I
Oh, dude, love it,
Love it.
love it.
All over hold on, fist bump. There we go. Radio fist bump.
Dude, that was probably the manliest thing you did.
Yeah?
As soon as you brought up Project Runway, it's like it went straight estrogen, and then you're like, fist bump. I'm
Fist
like,
bump, bro.
It's coming back up.
Yeah.
A little
Because
bit.
see, for me personally, he doesn't believe this. Is I love seeing the shit these people come up
I do
with.
too.
I'm not about the drama and all the stupid shit that
Yeah.
happens. I'm more about what are they? They're actually creating awesome
Well, I
stuff.
have a few friends that like actually made their own clothes and are actually good about it. And he's rubbing his face. We'll change the subject.
Yeah,
No,
You
no,
know,
we don't.
no,
we
no.
don't have to put them in a test.
I like it
though.
when they just make Kevlar.
Yeah, when they
Yeah.
when they go to the junkyard, they
Wait,
take drunk
hold on,
shit
hold
and
on
they
a
make things
second.
out of.
Hold on. Why did you say Kevlar? I mean, what?
I don't know.
Do I?
It's
pretty
manly.
Yeah,
Do I
it's
give up-
manly.
I want to get. I want this
You're wearing
shirt.
a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu shirt, man.
There's a shirt on.
Doesn't scream pussy to me.
There's a on Facebook now. They advertise for you, right?
For me?
For you. For me. So on my Facebook, a shirt comes on and says
Yeah.
you can buy this shirt.
Oh, right.
saying,
Yeah, they go right to the.
Scala, legendary, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Or because I look at carpentry stuff and I buy shit all the time.
Boards.
Well, there's
Get him.
sawdust. Sawdust is man glitter. You know, that's what it says on the shirt. I'm like, I
Pretty
fucking,
badass, yeah.
I want that fucking shirt.
Yeah.
Sawdust is man glitter.
It's pretty nice. Have you I go to a cool website is like 80stees.com.
Oh, great website.
Yeah, I love that one. I love the one it's like because I was inverted and it's just the tomcat upside down and all the letters are upside down as well, like everything. Why were you late? Because it was inverted. Me and Kelly McGillis, man.
Oh,
God,
that
she
was
so
that was
hot.
one that went from amazing, like I had such a crush, to now like, oh.
What the hell did she do after that? She
Well, you
did-
know, she married who's the guy? She married one of the actors who was one of the pilots in that movie. She married and is still married to him. I forget his name, but fuck. But she married one of the actors, and then they lived happily ever after, kind of thing.
Oh, right, yeah.
Does it really matter? The fact is, she was really hot in my mind, and now she's not, and it destroyed my fantasy. Like I have a fantasy.
How dare you age, you bitch.
How dare you let nature take its course?
You live in California. They have skin grafting for that, right?
I actually think that was maybe part of the problem.
Yeah.
Is the plastic shit?
Oh, she got too much plastic shit.
Could be.
Well, you look at Meg Ryan. Look at some of these people.
Oh,
that are just like,
God.
wow, they actually don't look the same.
Big Ange
Did Big who's from
Mob
Mob
Wives.
Wives? Oh.
Well, she died,
oh, she did.
so she looks really different now. Too soon?
DK will
I
do
just
that
saw
for
the
you.
shirt because I was inverted.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like it.
Because I was inverted.
I just recently Rocky was on, the very first Rocky,
Yeah,
and I realized I saw Rocky when I was so young that for my entire life I thought, yeah, fuck it, I've seen Rocky 1.
yeah,
No. I saw it when I was so young, I don't really remember
yeah. I saw it on TV when I was like
fucking
a little
Rocky.
kid.
So watching
saw it.
Rocky on like Showtime or like the uncut, like here's the adult version of
Yeah.
Rocky, I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's good. He got an Academy Award for it.
Well, he wrote it too.
Yeah.
and Stallone's actually a good writer and director, and
I didn't realize
First
Stallone
Blood
wrote
would
it.
not have turned out that way. I guess because I watched. Like, I love the Rambo movies.
Me
Like,
too.
I don't know. It's like,
First Blood was the first movie in the theater that I saw that my dad let me go see. It was rated R,
yeah.
and it was so scary and gory.
Well, the original ending, he shoots himself. And Stallone, this is right after the Vietnam War. Stallone was like, dude, we can't put this movie out and have the protagonist kill himself at the end. He's like, we're going to have suicide, like it's going to be bad. And the original cut was like damn near 4 hours long and just a fucking train wreck. And he went and had almost a nervous breakdown and recut it all himself.
Stallone did?
Stallone did. Which is why he has directing credits on that movie.
Get
Oh,
the
wow, I
fuck
didn't know
out of
that.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I think-
really neat. I had
Yeah.
no idea. I mean, I just thought it was like another. It was his first movie after Rocky, wasn't it? Or no?
Well, he's in that one horrible country movie with Dolly Parton.
Oh man, that was bad.
Yeah. I never saw all of it.
I remember seeing Rocky 2 in the theater with my brother.
That's the Apollo. Wait.
Yeah,
Apollo Creed was the first one, and then the second one.
Wait,
I will break you.
That was the Russian was like 3, wasn't it?
Mr. T was whatever. Yeah.
19.
Rocky's 6. Did anyone see Creed?
I did.
I heard it was excellent.
It's excellent.
It is,
It is
man.
excellent.
They did a good job of bringing his character in
Mhm.
and then not making it like, oh, this is Rocky 2. He literally took over where his coach, his
Yeah.
crotch, he
gotta get out there and smoke 5,000 cigarettes a day.
chicken rock.
he became that. He kind of was that guy in this, but he
Yeah.
was Rocky, and he did a really good job.
His character, him as an actor, he did a great job of incorporating Paulie, Mick, and him.
Yeah.
Squish it all together. There's Rocky. There's the Rocky in Creed.
Yeah.
I
That's
thought
true.
it was
That's very true.
amazing that he was able to take those characteristics and the subtle little.
He's a good actor. Like, he's pretty underrated
Yeah,
when it
and he
comes to that.
and the kid,
Yeah.
spoiler alert, the kid in the movie,
Dude's won an
doesn't-
Academy Award.
He doesn't
you know?
beat everybody up. He's not the greatest champion in the world at
Right.
the end. They show him like, okay, you're gonna be great someday, but you're not gonna beat everybody right now.
Right.
And so that's what I liked about it too. Was my kids loved it because they thought, oh, so it takes a lot of hard work and perseverance to get somewhere. You don't just get handed shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the way it is with anything.
Right. And then
We
you
were
go
just
back
talk-
and you watch Rocky 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Watch Creed and then go back and watch Rocky 1 and start I think that would be maybe more of an interesting way of watching that whole series of Rocky movies, because Creed, you get to see this guy as, I'm seasoned, I'm an adult, I've been around. Hey kid, yeah, that's me. But that was a long time ago. I had my time in the spotlight and now I'm old. There's other champions. You're going to be a champion and then somebody else is going to beat you and you're going to move on.
Well, yeah. I mean, you have your time at the top, and then and then it fades. That's just the way life
Yeah.
works.
Right. But
Like it or not,
It was
it's
very
just gonna
normal.
happen.
You're right. It was
Yeah.
a very normal kind of progression through the movie, which is why I think it was so good.
Right. But if you watch that and then you go back and watch Rocky 1, you're like, I didn't realize that he didn't like fucking Mick.
Right.
Did you realize that him and Mick didn't get along?
Right.
Like he's yelling at Mick saying, where the fuck have you been? Now you want to represent me? Now you want to come and train me? Now you want to be my manager?
Right.
Because I get this shot at Creed? Now you're coming around? Yeah, my fucking house stinks. It's like,
yeah.
I was watching that the other night, and when that scene happens, I'm like, I thought he always was with Mick. I thought he always loved Mick. But it wasn't. It
It was
wasn't
like the
so.
tough love sort of kind of thing where, God, I haven't seen Rocky in like forever. Honestly,
Yeah.
I've never seen all the Rocky movies, so I've just been
I
kind
stopped
of been like,
when I think the
uh-huh.
Mr. T
No,
Mr. T
no.
stuff. I remember the Russian. I think was the last one I watched.
I
was
love
the
Mr. T.
Russian one.
Yeah.
he still does those like hotels commercials or whatever.
Does he still
Like,
do that? I haven't seen him on TV. For
I have-
a while.
yeah, I have-
Yeah, he's been on like recently. I mean,
Really, I don't watch a lot of TV.
I was
so-
watching some Mr. T cartoons the other day. There was a cartoon in the 80s.
I just
Yeah,
remember
it was
the- I
like,
just remember
hi
the
there,
eight-
kids. Oh, it's like you need a boat. Let me chop down all these trees with my bare hands, and because that's what Mr. T does. Like
Now, Mr. T was a badass.
the A-Team, man.
My dad. That's a movie. That's a show my dad would not let me watch.
Really?
Yeah.
The A-Team.
Mhm.
Why?
Really?
I don't
What?
know. It'd be a good question to ask him. I'm not sure why, but
Like,
it was like
No one got killed. They fired 80,000 bullets an episode.
Yeah,
and,
and
I think-
Face Man always made out with some chick.
I think it was like too.
Right?
I think it was too violent.
Every episode, they're like,
Every episode,
sorry,
Face
I gotta
Man.
leave you. And it's like,
Okay, so part of our plan,
I love it when a
a
plan
woman
comes
has
together.
a woman has to be seduced. Face, you on this?
Basically, I got this one.
I got this. Face Man. Face Man. He's just a pretty little.
See, I'm just not very
Mother-
familiar with it. So when the movie came out, I was like, I didn't get it. I was like,
I actually enjoyed the movie, but a lot of people hated it. But because everyone was like, "Oh, it's impossible." I was like, "Did you watch the fucking TV show?" Like
That shit was impossible too.
it was preposterous.
Every episode, they basically build a tank.
Yeah, they built a tank every
They
episode.
built a
Yeah,
fucking
there's like
tank.
that 5-minute montage, and it's like Mr. T's always got the welder. He's
Right,
always
right,
welding.
right.
Or like Mr. T never opened car doors, he just took them off their hinges. Like it would just be like the bad guy just like get the fuck out of the car. Or like get the malarkey. I mean, it was like the 80s, so it was
Right.
like,
Hey, fool, get out of this car.
hey fool, I pity you. Ridiculous. Love Mr. T. Though.
And then there was Murdoch, who
Yeah,
just
the crazy one.
constantly poked.
all
Mr. T.
I think of is MacGruber. I just think of
MacGruber?
MacGruber because of all the crazy.
I love MacGruber. Don't cut that wire, but boom. Him and Betty White. Yeah.
Betty White is my wife's possible favorite female actress.
She's phenomenal.
Ever. Yeah,
She's still alive, right? Like,
Yeah, oh,
still
yeah.
doing stuff. Yeah.
I think so. I hope so.
She is alive.
That's gonna be a
and kicking.
dark day in my household when Betty White dies.
It will be. She's amazing. Well, because she's like one of those. She's like Lucille Ball. She's
Yeah.
been around forever, and she's been funny forever. I mean, she had
Like
her.
Joan Rivers, too. Like, Joan
Right.
Rivers, same type of thing.
They had a Betty White. It wasn't a roast, but they had like a
That
thing in
sexy
Hollywood.
lady is 94 years old.
Dude,
Wow.
dude, look at pictures of her when she was young.
All right.
She's
Angela Lansbury
Knockout.
was
She's a
was pretty
knockout.
smoking.
Angela
back in the
Lansbury
day.
was hot back in the day
Zing.
too. Zing.
Oh,
Wow.
Murder, She Wrote. Mm.
Murder She Wrote all over me.
Damn.
What?
I told you.
What?
Chocolate chips? What?
Oh my! You got to even like nudies from back then are like so innocent. Like, we want you to kneel, side view.
Yeah.
That's it.
We might see the crack of your butt, but we're going
Yeah.
to try
Is
our
that
best
okay?
not to show it.
I don't need to pee on anything. No. No, that's if Howard Hughes comes around.
Right.
Then
She was really just delicious.
She's hot. Yeah, for sure.
Wow. those dimples. Look at that beautiful lady.
Yeah, for sure. She's hot.
I need to get like a little turntable right there.
Well, shit, look at like Patrick Stewart. Like, dude's 100 years old. You know, Captain Picard.
Yeah.
Professor
Have you
X.
seen his TV show where he's the talk show host, like a CNN
No.
kind of guy?
Is it like a
hilarious? Yeah, it's a
Oh.
faux thing, but he's
Yeah.
like everybody bows down to him. Every morning he wakes up and his butler's there to take the cucumbers off his eyes.
Oh, nice.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a very funny, pretentious kind of show, but he's really good in it.
Well, I know there's one show on PBS right now with Ian McKellen and this other famous British actor, and Ian McKellen's the out of work actor, like which is hilarious. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
it
like
is.
friggin' Ian McKellen.
Right.
My parents actually saw him do Henry V in 1971 in London.
The year I was born, my friend.
71.
71.
There you go.
There you go.
It's because they went and saw Ian McKellen.
That's probably why. Initiated
my God.
conception right there.
Oh my God. Some people just saw Ian McKellen. I gotta have sex right now. Oh my God. Thanks, Rick.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Sploosh.
Ew. My
There's-
mom will love that.
There's Todd. I think we should name him Todd.
Is that how we should end this on Betty White and splooshing
Betty
in
White and
1971? I think
I
Betty
don't know.
Sploosh is pretty
I
good.
suppose. God.
Charles Kavanaugh wants us to stop by his studio. and
We should
try-
all go.
and try some organic whiskey.
Fuck him. Why
And you
didn't
can
he
check
come
out-
here?
You can check out the toy store.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
There,
Yeah.
you
Get
just
your
told me.
Millennium Falcon.
Fuck him. You can check out the
I have to pick up my
Okay.
children. Otherwise, I would go with you.
Well, you're not going to go?
I can't go. My kids are waiting
So
for
you
me.
just invited me to go.
I said that
You're like, hey,
Chuck
we
would
should-
like us all to go.
Hey, Chuck would like us all to go. Would you like to go? Sure. Well, I can't.
You two can.
I can't, but.
Well, no, I'll rescind Chuck's offer, and you can text him yourself. And hey, Chuck, can I come by and have some
Why
of
do you
your
got
whiskey?
Why you got to pick up your kids?
It's not really any of your concern.
It's a
is
learning
it?
experience.
As I say, you have kids. Shit happens. I don't want to have to pick up my kids. It is the reality of life sometimes, and it's just I just
You know
roll
what?
with it.
One day they're going to listen to this. They're going to watch this episode. And they're going to go, whoa, 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 back that fucker up. What did Dad just say? Well, I don't want to pick them up. I don't want to fucking be with them.
I never said
He
I wanna
did
be with
not
my
say
kids.
that. No,
I
no, no,
love
no.
my children. Tonight is not my night to have my children, but I'm helping somebody out. I had to pick them up.
Well, that's called good parenting.
Thank you very much, Zach.
Oh.
There you go.
Thank you, Zach. I appreciate it. You're such a nice boy.
Woo!
Zach and I are friends. Long
You know
before
what?
you were friends.
You know what?
So.
As long as Zach,
So long. It's been so long.
It's been months.
As long
and
as-
months, at least 3.
as long as Zach does that gay chocolate chip thing
Uh,
again.
Hi there, y'all.
I love
Is it-
that. Hashtag hi there, y'all.
Hashtag hi there, y'all.
You want some of these fishes?
Mm. Get them M&Ms. I like their hard candy shells.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. You're really good at that.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're super. Like, what other voices did you do? You
Like
said
I used to do like Arnold, like all the time. Like, come on, let's go, do it, run, hurry, kill me, I'm here.
That's
do
good.
it. Do it. Like, oh God, like just all sorts of stuff like growing up. But
You see,
not
my
as
my
many
my
now.
10-year-old goes, get to the chopper. He does it.
Go, hurry, get down, get on the ground, be quiet, silence. So you picked up the 6 of us and put us in the middle of a meat grinder.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I love kindergarten.
silence.
Silence. Put the cookie down now. Well, I've been doing that since
Sure,
I was
y'all.
10 years old. Yeah.
Girls have vaginas. Boys have penises. That's what I like.
Now, if you could just bounce back and forth between the here y'all and the Arnold.
Well,
If
hi
you-
there. How you doing? Shut up. Give me that cookie. It's my cookie. I like my chocolate chips. These are my chips.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ask and you shall
There you
receive.
go.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
no
very much
problem.
for that. I'm going to go get me some homemade whiskey. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Vintage?
It's organic.
Organic whiskey because it's Chuck.
Because
Motherfucker.
it is Chuck Kavanaugh,
Yeah, this
so
is-
it has to be. It's probably wrapped in a handmade leather bag as well.
Is it solar grown? I drive in my Humvee. Like you have to shout if it's an Arnold impression. Like I don't think he has.
It's kind
that.
of like, it's kind of like, what's that other
Well, now
guy?
he's doing those damn TV commercials for
I
that
just saw
video
it-
game
Video
or something,
games.
whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
I just saw he was like in fucking Afghanistan, and he's like to greet all the soldiers, and it's like, which is awesome, and I'd love to meet him. But he's like, Yeah, we're here to talk with the military about how stuff can be more green. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, in the military? It's like, yeah, an M1 tank run on solar fucking power. Let's see how far that gets.
Oh, it's running on flower power. We just blow shit up and
Yeah,
kill fucking people.
What's
Thank
a
God it's
flechette
green.
run? Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it runs on blood and bones. Baby fetuses. It's
Exactly.
renewable energy.
On that note.
On that note.
Hey.
Hey, and Todd. Hey, what's happening?
Well, I think we should talk to Zach and see. Is there anything coming up? You were at Comic-Con this year and selling toys and had a good
Yeah,
time
Cedar
doing
Rapids
that?
Comic-Con was a lot of fun. And then, just like this summer, we're open Fridays and Saturdays. Like, I want to kind of expand the hours, and hopefully we can move into a bigger location soon. But
Do you guys have a website yet or no? Just Facebook?
just Facebook. Like,
Okay.
we're working on a website and all that.
Good.
It's just baby steps. Like,
Yeah.
if you've seen What About Bob, baby steps to the
Baby steps
to the
in.
corner.
Yeah, baby step into the elevator.
Baby step in the elevator. I'm sailing. I'm a sailor. I sail.
Ahoy!
Ahoy.
That's one of Todd's favorite movies.
Oh,
yeah.
best movies ever.
Take a break from my.
Yeah, Bob's gone. Gone? He's never gone. You see? Yeah, it's like death therapy, Bob. Oh man,
God.
it's a good one.
I love that movie.
It's one of
Haven't
my
seen it for a
feel-good
while.
ones.
Oh, it's a feel good one.
Yeah.
I feel good. I feel
Richard
great.
Dreyfuss.
Even my kids do that. I feel good. I feel great. I feel wonderful.
wonderful.
I feel good. I feel great. I feel wonderful. Really force yourself to think about it. Anyways,
by
so
the
it's
way,
just Facebook though.
Yeah,
it's just Facebook.
the Facebook page. Yeah.
Have you seen St. Vincent?
Yeah, loved it.
Oh, I heard that was
I
really
cried
good.
like a mother. I cried like a bitch.
Really, really. I mean, it's funny, but it's really good. Because what's her face is great in it too.
What about Rock
Melissa
the Casbah?
McCarthy?
Rock the Casbah.
I never saw that.
That's on Netflix now.
Is that good?
I think I mentioned Netflix like 3 times. Come on, man. Where's my
Come on, Netflix.
Where's my
haven't seen-
paper?
I haven't seen Rock the Casbah. I heard what's the something Foxtrot with Tina Fey. It's supposed to be really,
Oh, that looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
Whiskey
really-
Tango Foxtrot.
Foxtrot. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
What the
supposed
fuck?
That's supposed to be really good. But I
Is
haven't
that what it
seen
stands for? I prefer BUFF, which is the acronym for the B-52 bomber. Big, ugly, fat fucker. Yeah.
Nice.
Look it up.
Only an Air Force kid would know that.
Yeah, there you go. We'll nuke you. That's the Air Force motto, right?
We'll
nuke ya.
nuke
ya.
ya.
Well done. Yeah. All right. Well, I want to make sure we plugged him. That was my main goal.
All right,
Make sure we plugged Zach and what he's doing.
All right. Todd.
Okay. Don't.
Please don't plug me.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
There needs to be a little foreplay before you plug it.
Yeah, better
I
get a
tr-
cookie.
What were you asking me now?
I was going to ask you if there's anything that you would like to plug, Todd.
No, I don't want to plug anything. No, I'm just kidding. If you go to tpsvproductions.com, you can go to our show website and. Okay. What do you want to do?
TPSP Productions is now TPS Media.
All right.
Welcome to the show, bitches.
Okay. All right. So it's TPS Media. You still have to go to tpsvproductions.com to get on the fucking website,
No.
correct?
No.
Oh, you switched it around.
Hello? Who's there? It's tpsmedia.co. .co or .org or tpsvproductions.com. It'll take you to the same website, which is TPS Media.
Yes. And while you're there, fucking A. While you're there, you can click on our shows and you'll see lots of shows with Primal Scream. You'll see The Bandwagon. You'll see CVO Gun Talk. You will see Jackie Live. You'll see Matt's Money Talk. And we have a couple other shows that are coming up here pretty soon, which will be kind of exciting too. But also you can get on Wellraiser Radio and see
Joshua Coburn.
Josh Coburn. Yeah, do his thing.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I go by another name, but fuck it,
And-
I'm there.
And who else is on there?
Oh, yeah, my buddy, Simon Sanborn. He's
you
on Wellraiser Radio.
So all those people are going to be available to you anytime you want to get on the website and check it out. If you go to iTunes and Stitcher, you can download us and subscribe. You can follow us on Facebook if you want, but nobody's ever on there. Or Twitter, but nobody's ever on there either. So either way, it's a great place to go and see us.
I mean, sometimes
Well, sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes people are on there. We're going to do a better job.
We do get like 3 or 4 views and likes a day.
3 or 4.
Yeah. Not 1,000 or not million.
Oh,
just 3 or 4.
But you know what's going on with TPS Media?
Go ahead. Fill us in. Rock our world.
In the middle of July, July.
July. Yeah, no.
June.
Is that like July-August? It'll never
July-August?
arrive?
No. This is in July. Middle of July, 20th, 21st, 22nd. Possibly the 23rd if you motherfuckers can't come in Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. We'll come in on Saturday, but we're opening our doors to anybody and everybody who would like to try their hand at voiceover work. You want to read? Would you like to read an audiobook? Would you like to always and forever be encapsulated, entombed?
God almighty, you're really making this thing sound like you're going to enter the Starship Enterprise or something.
Would you like to be in a sarcophagus? No? Come on down.
We want to hear your voice, what it sounds like when you're dying slowly.
I'll do one.
Yeah.
I'll do one. Yeah.
You want to come in? I
What
think
do you
it'd be
want me to
great. I
read?
think you should do the hello, y'all.
Hi. Chapter 1, Genesis.
I swear, you know what? I swear to God, if you read the Bible like that, we'd have a lot of sales.
Oh, you are not kidding. How
lot of
funny would
sales.
that be?
I'd have to do it by an acronym. I would
Jesus
be
said, hi,
disowned.
y'all.
Oh, your parents would be really upset.
Like,
Come
Good
on,
enough,
you've
please.
talked about that all day or
Yeah.
all night. So I mean, what would be the big deal if you did you reading
You
the
know,
Bible? Who
yeah.
cares if it's in a gay
an
accent?
effeminate, questionably gay. It could still be straight.
It could just be a. Come on.
Hence the sideways
It's
glance.
a Caucasian Southern gentleman.
Yeah.
I believe is
An-
what
an
you said.
effeminate white Southern
Well, have you
gentleman.
seen that one? There's
Yeah.
a show, there's some
Doesn't
show
mean
that
he's gay.
I've seen before called Chelsea something or other, and it's on Bravo or one of those shows. And
Chelsea Handler.
no, it's a
She's
family.
annoying.
There's a guy and his wife and their two kids, and he's the most effeminate Southern white man I've ever seen in my life. Yet he's married and has all these kids. So
It's a cover.
I think so too,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna.
I'm pretty sure, I haven't tested the theory, but I'm pretty sure gay guys can jizz
And
in
I love where this goes.
heterosexual
Who knows?
women.
What a great wrap
So
up.
oh,
they can have
babies.
babies.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a gay man myself, but I'm pretty sure the gay men can have children.
No, you're right. There are people that are men who are in the closet and they have children and babies and wives for sure. Yeah.
You all right over there?
I'm fine, man.
He's
I'm
all
good.
good. He's all good.
Yeah.
He's like, all right,
anything
I'm
else?
out.
Anything else you want to talk about at all before we get done here tonight?
No,
Yeah.
that's it. So if you want to try your hand at voiceover acting, you want to come in and read a book, we'll get you on some audiobooks production. Go to tpsmedia.co or tpsmedia.org or go with the old faithful tpspproductions.com.
There you go.
Yeah, and you can see all of our stuff. There it is.
All right. It's been real. Thanks, Zach.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me, guys.
You had a
It's
great
been
time.
trip.
I have yet on any. This is 119,
Almost 20.
Yeah.
119.
and I have never laughed as hard as I laughed tonight. That was fantastic.
Oh, well, thanks.
I really appreciate
Thanks,
that.
guys.
It was good. Yeah, it was.
It
good.
was
Awesome silence. That's what I like. Could you put crickets
It was
in
so.
post?
Yeah, for sure.
It's one of those
We need
things.
the soundboard.
I have it over there. I have a bunch of
It's
sounds,
Slappy and the Jizz. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah.
but I hope that people come and check out your store. I'm going to come and check out your store tonight. I'm going to come and see it. And
I love it. I've been
I'm
there.
going to get a little bit more liquored up than I am right now. But that's it for tonight on the Primal Scream podcast. Everybody, I'm Matt.
I am Todd.
And I'm Zach. Thank you.
And that's that.
And that's it.
And we'll see you later.
Adios.
Good night.